And Jodi got me a flat white with pumpkin spice cold foam.
Today's the day it got released, and I usually have 1 or 2 pumpkin spice flavored things. And so I thought I'm going today.
On the day that it's released?
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, no. Yeah.
We're going to start with 2 today.
Uh,
It's delicious. And it really does smell like fall.
Yeah.
And to me, the cold foam is like, if you're not a giant pumpkin spice person, that's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little kiss of that, but not like the whole.
And it'll make me shit my pants because it's like full fat.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, anyway.
Good morning, everybody. Should we introduce ourselves? Like, should we get in the swing of it?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Jodi.
I'm Tracie, and we are sisters, and we are coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
We are the grocery girls.
We are.
We talk all things fiber.
I met a lady on the weekend who said something like, she called me Jodi or you Tracie, and I said, it's no big deal. We never introduce ourselves. It's no big deal.
That's what I said.
So
no one even knows.
So I thought maybe we should introduce ourselves and clear things up. Oh my goodness. Hello from the Italian Alps. What? Good morning from Bay City,
Michigan. Do you even get
Michigan.
Wi-Fi way up there? God, what stunning views you must have.
Holy moly.
Good morning, Liz from Wisconsin.
You guys, it's so nice to see everybody.
Montana. Oh, Kate.
What?
Are you riding a horse right now?
Oh, Kate.
Good morning from Iowa, the corn state. Do you know I could have corn as a whole meal?
I'm not kidding you. The corn has been so amazing lately.
Yeah.
We have been eating it up.
Where did you get it? At Safeway the other day, it looked awful.
No, I've had it from there, and it was really good. Maybe it looks worse than it is.
Okay.
Did you try it?
Did I nibble it?
Did you? But I've been saying that lately. We've been having like corn kind of frequently because it's just in season and it's so delicious.
I could eat it all the time.
I could just have like 3 cobs of corn and call it a day.
Like dripping in butter and salt and pepper. Yeah. It's not pretty when we eat it, like corn on the cob like that, but it's worth it.
And you know, I really do. There's an awesome corn salad that I like doing too, but it's more work. So corn on the cob it is.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll do that today. I did actually just buy some at Costco. Why do I whisper that? I don't know.
It's almost like not a swear word, but we're just getting used to figuring out where we grocery
Right.
shop.
So it was a giant package. So we had it for dinner the other night. But you know what? I've got a few left, and I thought
I had
corn
87
salsa.
I have 87 cobs.
Right.
But it's good. I got it from Costco.
Right. I don't think I'll ever buy potatoes at Costco. What is it, like a 20-pound bag?
Once a year, yearly.
Anyway, try grilling it. I love grilled corn. Listen, there's not much that you don't grill that I wouldn't love. I love grilled kind of everything.
Good morning, Teresa.
Anyway.
Alice.
Good morning. Good morning. You guys, it's
Gabrielle.
what the heck? It's Thursday already.
Joyce, we'll see you in a few weeks. Good morning, Star. I'm sorry, we didn't even reach out to Star. And then when I thought of it last night, it was like 11:20.
Well, I always think too, you know, maybe that's like, just live your life. If it works for you, great. Of course, we love
let's
seeing
catch
you.
them by surprise. Let's see if they remember.
Let's just like, let's wing it.
Yeah.
Listen. You know how much we love you, Star and BJ.
Hi.
But we also know you have a life.
Good morning, Perth. It's next week in Perth.
Is it?
Yeah.
September already.
Kingston, from Kingston, Georgia.
You guys,
Must be
September's
hot.
not far away.
No.
There's a
close.
bunch of kids already back in school. Our public school
Next
is
weekend.
August 29th.
Next week. That's next week.
Doesn't that sound horrible?
Next week is September.
Horrible.
Yeah, I won't. You guys, this is...
August, I feel like no. Leave your kids home till September. Even though the class is back, August just should not be allowed.
Well, especially when there's a million in lieu of days or PD days.
Right.
Let the kids come back after September.
It just hits wrong.
Give the teachers
in
a
August.
break.
Yeah, totally.
Don't have the kids come back before September.
Favorite people. Teachers and nurses, I love you.
Rainy Montreal.
Star, her kid starts September 3rd. Now that's more like it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Jodi, I love your sweater. Tracie, all the bling.
We'll
we are
talk
pretty
all about
sparkly
it.
today, if I'm being honest. We're sparkly and we have a costume change. We have a wardrobe change coming up. So lots of good knitting to chat to come. Do we want to dive into...
No.
Huh?
Dive into what? Knit City?
You don't even know what I was going to say.
Knit City.
So now it's going to be so good. Now I'm not even going to suggest it. It's been shot down.
Look at my bag.
I love it.
From Winners.
Actually, Winners has really good bags.
It's all cats.
Lots of times I buy them when I don't even need them.
I didn't need that. I bought it extra. I
Right.
had all my stuff packed up and then saw it.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
going to make me so happy sitting in the back of my
Thank
car.
goodness I have a warm sweater, you guys. My hands are cold.
Thank
I'm going to
good-
need some mitts.
Thank goodness for mohair. Thank
Yeah.
goodness for knitting.
Yeah.
We will never, ever be cold.
Yeah.
What color are your nails, Jodi?
Just a hot pink.
With sparkle?
It is...
Number 92?
No. Oh my gosh, you guys, I couldn't even pretend to guess what it is. So do you like that little bit of pumpkin spice?
Love, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a big pumpkin spice person, but I love that little bit of it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you. It's
Good.
perfect.
Good.
Perfect. I'm like a no syrup person usually, but I do like that brown sugar one a little bit. Like a little bit of that one.
I've got some news you might not be happy about.
Jodi.
Flock Fiber came out with their 2025 date, and we are not here.
Oh, well. That's just fucking great.
Right?
I didn't even compare out of the...
We're not even in the
calendar.
country. Which I'm grateful for what we're doing
Listen,
next August.
it's an amazing reason.
But really, really unhappy, if I'm honest.
You know what? I feel like they can move it a week forward so that we're going to be home.
Or 2 weeks later.
Right. Nobody asked us.
I know.
Oh, jeez.
And I know.
The universe is like, no, you're just not going to go
I
ever
was
back
not-
to Flock Fiber.
I was not happy with that.
That's terrible news. Way to start the day.
Right.
That's terrible.
Right.
Well, everybody that goes is going to have the best time ever.
Right.
Ever.
We're just coming
So
off
wonderful.
watching everybody's amazing weekends at Flock.
Oh my
right?
God. I didn't even compare those things yet.
We almost went, you guys. We should have. No, we shouldn't have. I had too
no,
much work. I had too much
it
work.
was the right decision.
Good morning from Detroit, LaShonda. How are you?
I want to teleport. If I can teleport myself, I'm going to everything.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
This fall, loafers and cowboy boots is going to be a big trend.
They're never out of style in my world.
Yeah, but like
Ever.
that fashion forward.
Welcome.
Yeah, penny loafers.
I freaking love like a Basswegian, like the really good leather.
Although
I think I still have mine.
okay, those
Burgundy.
those never break in though.
And they hurt my feet.
They're
if I'm
so
being honest,
hard, and I had pairs, more than one.
yeah.
But the leather never broke in.
I'll buy another pair.
I'll do it.
I'll try it again.
I'll do it for the
Listen,
trends.
I am a loafer girl. Loafers, jeans, sweaters, like all of those things I feel like are in my zone.
Okay, my boots, you guys. Okay, my sparkly cowboy boots I wore at Nit City
Yeah.
were amazing.
They were amazing.
Yeah. Anyway,
They
I
were
just saw that
amazing.
trend. And the color is a dark cherry. The
What is?
like a wine. The color of the fall is going to be, and like it's not
Love.
like little pieces here and there, like your loafers or a scarf or your purse.
Bring it. Hey, one of my favorite Frankie Gray colors then. Which,
It's not quite like that. We
Not
actually
black
need-
cherry?
No, we need to bring a new color in.
like a wine color?
Yes.
More winey?
I'm gonna pull it up. Hold the phone. I was watching these
Are
trends.
you going to call it Don't Be So Whiny? What about Lodge socks? I don't know. So, what is that?
Oh yeah, little socks. Little socks with your loafers. You guys, it is like made for knitters to be accessorizing this fall. Little tiny socks.
Where are you hearing all
in your
this?
loafers? Just like trends for the fall, like fashion trends coming for this fall. Several. Burgundy is major for this fall.
Well, I love it.
Yeah.
It's a really cozy color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
Are you?
Kind of, right?
I love it. And I think that's a color that kind of looks good pretty much on everybody too.
Maybe
we
I
can
saved
all
it
incorporate
somewhere
that one.
else. But yeah, like burgundy.
Looks good with the
real.
grays, the toffees,
It goes-
and the
yeah.
you know the
trying to
navies,
see-
the dark foresty green, which I love.
I don't really see it out here.
I don't really have
It's
it.
not totally different than your Colorwork vest you're going to show. No, maybe not.
That's brown.
I have another anyway.
That's definitely brown.
So yeah, burgundy.
Okay, bring it. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see the new color development. That must be super fun, developing
Loafers.
new color.
I got my pair of patent loafers I wore on the cruise, remember?
Ooh,
But
I
I
love
need a black
loafers.
leather loafers.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah. I
get
love
ready.
those old.
Just a few little pieces to pop in to your wardrobe. Get some little things, accessories knitted in the
Yeah.
color.
And I feel like, if I'm being honest, those things are classics that are now just being pushed
It's recycled.
forward this year.
Yes.
But I mean, when you love loafers, you kind of probably have them all the time.
It was those cute Uggs, those slide Uggs, suede, Uggs were the shoe of last fall.
Oh, okay.
Kind of slippery, but I love them. But
Yeah.
this year they're saying it's going to be like loafers and cowboy boots.
Oh, wow. Sign me up. I could wear boots all the time.
Right.
And loafers. Those
Yeah.
are right up
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
alley.
Okay, Knit City.
Knit City.
Is it time?
Knit City. I feel like it is. There's so much to
Yeah.
say. We had such a good time. Last weekend was Knit City Calgary.
Yeah.
Knit Social brought their Knit City to Alberta for the very first time.
And Calgary showed up.
Calgary was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right around the convention center is this beautiful pedestrian street with restaurants and benches and these incredible planters, all these garden people. You would have died. Gorgeous planters and so much yarn bombing by Stash Yarn Shop, apparently. Like everywhere. I mean, we felt we're like, whoa, we're obviously in the right place. It was beautiful.
You couldn't miss it. You felt the excitement. They
Yeah.
were so excited I mean, Calgary hosts some smaller fiber events throughout the year, and they've done
Yeah.
it for years and years. But to have Knit City, the bigger scale show,
Yeah.
arrive in Calgary, and the excitement was there. The people showed up.
Yeah.
People traveled. Listen, the TELUS Convention Center was incredible.
I've never seen a venue like that. Walls of windows.
Yeah.
The natural light was so stunning. I don't think I've been to a yarn show that has so much natural light.
There was so much room between each booth. You could literally drive a car
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
Each booth, there was only, there was 4 10 by 10s kind of situated together. So some of them were the full size, but so that meant if you were a corner, if a 10 by 10, everybody had a corner booth.
Yeah.
Which is always
How
the coveted
smart was
spot.
that?
Yes.
How smart was that?
Yes.
It was phenomenal. And there was, places to eat right near you. You didn't need to rent a car. If you came in, you did not need to rent a car if you didn't want to, that extra expense. Hotels attached, Starbucks in the lobby, restaurants right at your, right there. You don't have to go anywhere. It was really, to me, 10 out of 10.
As a vendor this year, Global was the company that facilitated the moving in, the moving out, anything you needed at the facility. Hats off to them because they unloaded your booth while you pulled up.
It was crazy.
And then again, loaded your whole booth back into your car. They were spectacular.
Yeah.
The volunteers that were working with
Yes.
Amanda and Fiona were amazing. Evie, who is a new team member with Amanda and Fiona, was incredible. We felt very taken care of.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
it was amazing.
Yeah. No, it's a whole different experience for you, Jodi, being a vendor.
Yes, I'm gonna
Frankie
show.
Gray Fibers is Jodi's hand-dyed yarn company with her daughter Jordan, and I just knit with it. I love it. So tell us what it was like being a vendor, because you were very resistant for a very long time. So this is so interesting to me to hear.
Well, I'm not jumping to do another show next
Like, you were
month.
right. It's tons of work. It's
Oh.
on your feet forever.
It didn't exceed what I was expecting. I was expecting a big workload, and it was that. But you know what negated that hard, tired body was the people that
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
and said hello.
Right.
That's even if I wasn't a vendor, that's our very favorite thing
Yeah.
at any sort of marketplace or festival. But it was amazing.
It's also what makes the day fly by, right? You're looking at people's knits. You are, helping people find a color. They're coming to you with, I'm going to make this. What should I get? What should I knit with? And you guys killed it. Your booth was huge. You had a booth buddy. You had the Crafty Jackalope, our friend Amanda. She brought her bling bar. So there was a million samples. There was sequins and glitter everywhere you looked. It was phenomenal. You guys did such an amazing job.
That's Jordan and I at Nit City.
Cute.
I'm just going to show you the booth because I'm super proud of it. Tracie and Amber were also our setup crew, and Jordan, Maddie, and friend Tori worked the booth all weekend.
You had a great
with
team.
us. We had an amazing team. Did you see Amanda was also in our booth?
I did.
Okay,
Thanks
good.
That's just confirms what I've always thought. Thank you.
I don't listen.
You tuned me out. Yes, Jodi.
I was trying to find a photo, but I thought it was such a great pairing. We had so many. It was such a great collaboration because we adore Amanda and all things sparkle. So I felt like it was a really good partnership because of the patterns that we love and we love to highlight are great patterns standalone.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to add some sparkle, Amanda was there to help you do that.
Totally.
She had so many samples. I'm going to talk about this, you guys, in a minute. But she had so many samples. It was amaze bling.
It was. Amanda has created a new word, and we are pushing it hard because it's so good. Amanda said she loved it. It was a great weekend. That's the best part, is seeing people you don't always see. And honestly,
and the other vendors.
That's what I mean. Like the other vendors and all the people walking around. Everybody's wearing some kind of different knit. And you're just stopping total strangers. What is that? What yarn did you use? You look amazing. It's such a warm, gushy place to be. And I mean, I met a lady that said, I came by myself and I almost didn't come.
Hang on.
And I said, I'm so glad you did. How's it going? Do you like it? What's your take on this coming by yourself? She said, I don't feel alone at all. Like it's a room full of
people find their people.
Like you're in this place with people, and there was a big ancient art sponsored the big lounge area, so there were demos, but there was also just these tables. You want to take a load off and look at your yarn and think about some stuff and have a coffee or whatever, meet people. You could do that right in the middle of the marketplace. You could do that. And then right outside of the marketplace, there was a setup where you could listen to some talks. So they were just there for you. And there was a schedule of that. That was such a really great bonus.
There was demos. There was talks. It was so good, you guys. God, it was like they're doing that. They organized that. They did such a good job.
And there was a corner of the marketplace that was emerging makers. So keep an eye out for those guys. You can see everybody still on the Knit Social website, all the vendors. People came from far and near. Oh my gosh. I can't even with that booth. It was incredible. Oh my God, it looks so good.
I have to also give a shout out to Amanda. Andrea of Statement Junkie, because she is the owner of Statement Junkie and she is a friend and offered so many amazing things and fixtures and baskets, and I couldn't have, put this together without her help and without the crew that was with me. So it was so much fun, you guys. Grateful
Totally.
is the word I came away with.
That's awesome that you had such a great experience. That it was your first go, big show.
Big show.
Don't practice on a little something. No, let's just go.
All in.
Totally all in.
Yeah.
That's so great. And Jordan liked it?
Liked it enough that all three would go again.
Isn't that great? You got a built-in team.
They were so good.
That's awesome. That's a ton of work.
Yes.
Yes, it's fun, but it's no joke. It's a lot of work.
Yes.
Right?
And it gave you gathered a lot of information being a vendor, first-time vendor, because you really didn't know.
Right.
And had no idea what was going to happen.
Right.
Or what you needed. So it was great. Really, really great.
Awesome.
And so we brought some fun stuff back to be able to show you guys and extend kind of Knit City things if you weren't there. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. We've got some different patterns to show you and some
somebody said, did you sell out?
There was colors we sold out. You know what I discovered? As much as speckles are where I have the most fun because it's like creative.
Right.
People want wearable solids. And by wearable, I mean not the crazy out there fun colors. Like this, I think is outside of a lot of people's comfort zone to wear a striped cardigan like this. However, I mean, I love this, but what I noticed when people's shopping habits, they loved like the softer palettes and like the parchment or a soft gray or...
I think yarn is fashion, and I really do think it fluctuates. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you know, things like that Jethro cardigan, that's all the granny squares. People can make it scrappy, but maybe they need the main color. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, lots of times if people making garments, it's something... Color's so subjective.
Yeah.
So like, color's so subjective.
Yeah. Like, if I was to kit this, there would only be a small number who would go, oh, that I could throw in my wardrobe, right? That I could wear every day. Whereas me or people who love a ton, it's out of people's comfort zone.
And yet it's so cute with jeans.
It's so cute with jeans. You just have no idea, right?
Everybody's different. And you're investing a lot of time and money, and you want to wear the thing a lot. Mm-hmm. I know, I feel that way. I've got a hot pink sweater that's like, oh, well, she's wearing that hot pink sweater again. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, color is subjective, and everybody feels a certain way about different things. So that's that. And you walked around the first day in your electric watermelon vest,
and then that sold out.
That color was gone. Yeah, so it's very much a learning, and yet that's super, super bright.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. A smaller population go for this.
Yeah.
And a bigger population maybe go for like the more...
Like a more neutral thing, like navy and gray kind of thing.
But you just figure that out. I would wear this all day.
Sure.
I'll talk about it. But right?
Yes.
So it's just getting to know that stuff. It was fun. It was the most fun saying hello to everybody, meeting everybody, and we left the weekend after Chipotle, of course, but just being like... so pooped.
Jodi was a boss.
So good.
She drove a freaking U-Haul truck.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Parked this thing in a little outdoor parking lot.
I forgot to pay for the rest of the weekend. I didn't even get a ticket.
That's amazing. Good.
Well, I wondered if it was going to be there.
Oh, right. No, they'll never tow that. They'll never get it out.
Tow a U-Haul. Anyway.
No, it was so great. It was so great. I feel a little bit of the glow still, right, from such a great event. So, yay, Amanda and Fiona. Oh, and the Friday night event. They had a kickoff party, which was so, I felt like unique. And we were invited as special guests. There were line dancing group. These ladies showed us their stuff, and then they taught a bunch of people. Really got into it. It was a dessert bar.
That was a good idea.
Outdoor patio, and the weather was kind of crappy and rainy, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So there was so many people outside on the outdoor rooftop patio. I thought it was phenomenal. It was really interesting and really fun and different. And I mean, Calgary this is their thing. The whole Western.
Okay.
That's the big thing in Calgary, and I feel like this was the perfect...
Were we the only ones that got the memo about the dress up like cowboy attire?
Kim from Nashville.
Kim from Nashville did.
Kim from Nashville was like, oh, y'all are wearing something boots. Anyway, it was hilarious. She was a hoot. I loved meeting so many people.
Okay, I should do.
And boots are fun.
Yeah. Oh my God, of course.
Did I have them in my closet? No. I ordered them online, and I don't know if I'm ever going to wear them again until next year. Anyway, it was super fun.
I just want to be able to show you. I just have one picture to show you guys. These ladies.
This is the group from Yarn Twisters, which is a yarn shop in Calgary.
Yeah. They all wore matching.
They got the memo.
I'm sorry if some of you are in there going like, oh my God, that's the worst photo.
Oh no, it was the joy. Like, they were walking around with huge smiles on their faces. They were having a blast. And how great to have a knitting group. That's a big group of people.
Right. I'm just seeing if there's any other ones I can show you guys.
Were you taking pictures?
I took a few. Just a few. Oh, there's like the dessert bar, and then the ladies doing their demonstration, and everybody around.
It was great.
Oh, it was so good.
It was really great. It looked like everybody had a great time. So,
Yeah.
congratulations to Amanda and Fiona. Alberta showed up. We hope you come back.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
please.
yeah,
It was awesome.
Okay, so
Yay.
I think we should talk about our sweaters
I think
because
we should.
people are chomping at the bit.
Okay, mine is a quickie in all ways. And then,
That's what she said. Okay, go.
shit balls.
Oh, Jesus.
Um,
You're so lucky it spilt on the ground.
I know. Okay, so before.
Do we need a tish?
No.
Okay.
Not that we have one either. It's all good.
Yeah.
Last time we were here, remember I just said I felt like I had the urge to bang out a
Yes.
sweater before Nit City.
I thought it was going to be the ranunculus. You just thought to yourself,
and
no.
it's the same gauge as this.
Yeah.
So this is the Lento, which is a raglan, beautiful raglan, top-down raglan sweater with a, I think it's a 15 stitch gauge. I think I knit mine at 16 stitches. That's why I'm sort of hesitating. But it's a great pattern, and it's a fingering and a mohair held together, but you can get lots of yarns to get that gauge. And so I just started like challenging myself, like I'm going to do it. And
Yeah,
so for
you are.
3 days in a row, I knit really, really hard. And then
How far did you get
then I
after
was
3
like,
days?
Oh my God. 2 days got me to splitting for the sleeve.
That's it?
Well, those are the biggest rounds of the sweater, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, and then on day 4, I was like, this is like not as fun as I thought it was going to be. So I barely knit on day 4. But yeah, I got it done. And I chose to do an elbow length sleeve.
Which, let me tell you,
I really like
it's cute. It just rests in your elbow.
I
you
really,
guys.
really like it. And I sort of did that for time and also just because I really like the silhouette. Like a top-down raglan, I have lots of these and I feel like it's a great shape to wear, but I want them all to be different. So I had in my stash, Jodi had given me, gosh, it's been a while ago now, but this gorgeous, gorgeous yarn.
We're going to bring it back.
I want to talk about this.
High tea. What?
Jordan said Blushing Bride in your shop is very close.
But not quite, but yes. I'm going
if
to have
you're
to
looking for this family.
I'm going to take this home just to see,
Okay.
and I'll bring it back.
No, you can, I'm pretty much.
But I would just love to compare again the two side by side.
Okay.
go.
So the mohair and the fingering weight, it was an older color before Jodi had developed. It was called High Tea. Very close to Brushing Bride, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, it is.
Kind of a
I think that's
mauvey leaning.
I feel like it's better than
Blush?
Blushing Bride, though. It's so
Is it better?
good.
Well, it's really, really great. I love it. And then I also, the same gift was this amazing sparkle. So this is like the Mega Bling. The sparkle comes from the Crafty Jackalope. This is the one we're looking for. It's the, what brand is that?
It's Rico.
Crazy Paillettes.
It's
Oh
this,
yeah, that's it.
This is the full ball, just so they can get a good look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah. So anyway, the swatch turned out amazing, and I knew it was going to be great. And it was no big deal to knit with holding all 3 of these. I
Yeah,
loved
someone
it.
was a little nervous when I said not to knit all 3. It really doesn't. You don't need a lot of fussing.
You know what though? My tip is to put the sparkles in a little sandwich bag because it will grab on the other balls of yarn.
Yes.
And I found when, you could really yank it when it was in the sandwich bag by itself. I didn't have any issues. But it was so much fun to knit. The pattern's amazing. It's called Lento. You can get it on Ravelry. It was in a Lina magazine. It's just a great everyday sweater. Top down. Like you could make a turtleneck. You could do whatever you want with it. But Amanda the Crafty Jackalope had a great tip. You could do half the amount of sparkles and knit every second round with your sparkles.
Yeah, just drop your sparkle. Just let it rest. Knit your round with your other 2 hold together, and then pick it back up when you come to your next round.
You're not even going to notice, really.
I wish I brought those 2 cowls. One was knit every second round.
I'm going to
one
cast
was knit
that
every
on.
round.
Okay, next time we should do that.
Because
You still have them?
I do. Because Yes, Amanda can tell because she's got a sharp eye when it comes to sequins.
I feel like there's enough
But you and I wouldn't say, oh, you're lacking. I can tell you're every second round.
And it would totally cut the budget of the sweater.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it's going to make you do it as opposed to not do it.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
You guys, my next sweater, and I'm going to do it now just as an experiment, and I'm going to hold it every second round.
Joyce said, is the Lento a fast knit? Joyce, I finished a day early and I had like 2 days that I didn't really knit very much. So yes. And I also really knit a lot on the weekend. So I did a lot of knitting on the weekend. But plus I feel like when it's like I looked at this fabric and just loved it so much. I just wanted to keep going so I could wear it. It's a great color. Like in person, it's crazy.
I did that color just for you. But I think I had it for a little bit, and I think ultimately when we were refining, I mean, if it was me, we would have a color wall of 100 colors, but we're just not that big, right? And so we had to,
Do you still have that ball?
tweak.
I didn't sparkle. Okay, here's the thing. Maybe you're not a pink person. This actually has kind of a sandy, almost colored thread on it. You don't have to put this with pink. There was a lady that loved this, but she was going to put it with like a kind of a taupey color. But not all of the sequins have this multicolor. That's one of the reasons I love this so much. Like this one, here's another hot pink. They're all silver, and I like it a ton. I love it a lot.
Oh, I grabbed a couple, you guys.
But this with the multicolor, it just like
this is like a white with a silver.
And here's orange with the gold. Let me tell you, the bling bar, thank goodness it's not that close to me.
Hang on. Here's a charcoal with multi.
Yeah. That one.
But there is a black too. I'll talk about it.
So I feel like if somebody in this company is ever looking for like tips or like hints or like suggestions, I think more that are like this.
More with the multi.
It's pretty spectacular. And yet, I'm still crazy about the ones that are...
You guys.
Like, look at that orange and gold.
I had a hat, you guys. Yeah, that I put with red, like the tomato red.
Yeah.
And you can't... It's so good. Anyway.
Okay, I'm putting this... I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Yes.
With
oh my God,
Lollipop from Frankie Gray Fibers.
We're all over the place.
And I'm making that cowl you're talking about. I thought I was going to get it cast on, but I guess for next time. Can't even.
I know, it's beautiful.
It's going to pop out of my winter coat.
Yeah.
And make me
really
happy
good.
all year. Yeah.
Really good.
So anyway.
Okay, let's finally talk about this gorgeous thing
I was going to say,
wearing.
that's what I'm wearing. I'm done. Officially done. Here's your yarn. I was just about stole it.
And the little ball.
Oh, you want this?
Just to, yeah. Thank you.
Here, do you want the tag? Because it's a different base. Jodi, this was amazing.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's a 19.5.
I mean, you always have amazing bases, but this is a little bit different than what's in your shop.
19.5. Maybe I got it.
I
for
love
your
an 80/20, maybe. Anyway, that's my review. Loved it.
Okay.
This is exciting.
This is the Deb Cardi. This is an Amanda Kafka pattern. This is a modified version of the Deb Cardi. This was held with 1 strand of DK, 2 strands of fluff.
So good.
And 1 strand every second row of the Mega Bling. Isn't it good?
It's phenomenal. It looks like every third row, no?
Well, Amanda would do like there and back, and then
so
skip 2
good.
rows. Essentially, what she's doing is not doing it every round,
and I feel
so
like
it's extending the life.
Look at the difference. Like if you're totally into the sparkle, do this. If you're not, this is like winking at you.
Every 2 rounds.
I love it. Every 2 rounds.
There and back with none. There and back with sparkle. So essentially,
so 2 on, 2 off.
Because you're knitting flat, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to stand up and just show
get
you.
close.
The ends aren't woven in, but I love that.
Design element.
So this is a very relaxed drop shoulder, square body shape with a little bit of quite a balloon sleeve.
I love the sleeve.
But it is the shape of it, you guys, is so. I wish I could stand back more.
Okay, the people at the show got an extra special. Like Amanda, not only does she knit sparkly, her clothes. Oh my God. Come on.
Yeah.
The cutest little short set. Anyway, she lives the sparkle life. Jodi, I have fell in love with the Deb Cardi when it came out. And this kind of modification to me is kind of awesome because it can be a stash buster. Maybe all you need is the fluff or the sparkle or the whatever, but it looks like you could do it.
And for this, you need 5 different colors. Amanda's got 5 colors. This is either, I think it's blush or whisper, the really soft pink, hibiscus, lavender haze, pretty in pink, and Barbie girl.
Do you guys have kits? Or
I'm going to have kits I will have kits next week. I was not
so
prepared.
It's all Frankie Gray now.
But Amanda has the sparkle kits ready to go.
Tell me about the gold.
The gold is a little gold ball, and it's almost like that twinkle that your sparkle was
kind
on.
Of tinsely.
It's kind of a tinsely, small little ball that she's held with sparkle, I think. Anyway, but that's what she's done here. She's done just little, but Amanda has written
LeMay. It's LeMay.
Yes.
Okay.
LeMay. So Amanda has kits and all the modifications written up in her pattern. So if you buy the Deb Cardi from Amanda, you can get it on her website or on Ravelry. You will find the modifications for this Deb Cardi along with the original, which is
I think people
so
should really check out the Deb Cardi because it could be your very first sweater. Right? Like you don't have to do these yarn over rounds if you don't want to. You don't have to do stripes. You could do it solid. You can do it whatever you want. It's an amazing pattern that will knit up very quickly. Like you'll be very satisfied quickly. Like you don't want to knit something at a tight gauge, never finish it, chuck it away and be done. I think this is an amazing
It's funny
pattern.
you say that because Amanda said this came out of having to cast on for early beginner learn to knit knitters so they can go back and forth, just back and
Flat
forth.
knitting.
I believe that's what she said. And then this is not a lot of techniques that aren't difficult.
I agree.
And then look at this, it's picked up in little stripes.
I still have a list of her patterns that I want to do. She's got one that's giant bobbles, kind of like in it. Oh my God. Don't even get me started.
I'm going to go to the back.
I love her designs.
I actually had never tried on a Deb Cardi, you guys. It's so darn good.
It's like an elevated kind of sweatshirty feel, but you can make it, hand knit. It's 10 times better.
You can kind of just it's just like a cozy, look how nice this goes in here, you guys, so you're not fussing, like it stays closed.
And there's nothing more fun to knit than stripes, in my opinion.
But it's so good.
Jodi, good call on getting back there.
Yeah.
And maybe you're someone that wants to do it scrappy from home too, right? But what a great example.
I don't hate the ends as fringe.
No.
So
maybe you
good.
should add more. Anyway, I love it.
Okay.
Really bright, beautiful colors. What was this one?
Hibiscus.
Oh, I love it.
Lavender haze, yeah.
And so this is the same sparkle that I used in mine because you can see the multicolored of the sequins.
Yeah.
I love that. But maybe you're just going to do gold, or maybe you just want silver.
It almost takes on, because it nestles into the fuzz and the decay, it kind of takes on, like you don't look at this and go, oh, that's a different kind of center that it almost takes on the color of the yarn you're knitting with.
So much.
So much.
I love it with that whisper.
Yes. Okay, guys, that's it. Isn't it good?
That's what we're wearing at the moment.
40 minutes in. We're just getting through. And we have a costume change.
We do. Wardrobe change for the day. Anyway, I couldn't love knitting with these sparkles more. Yeah. I really just could not. So I'm not going to stop for a while.
So we'll wear these for half, and then we'll switch and talk about our next. Because I don't want to take this off right
sure. Aloha from Hawaii. Oh, good morning. It's a little early for you. Very early.
Yeah, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's so great, though.
I'd get No. I still, when I think of Hawaii, it emotes a feeling inside of me. It's just one of the most amazing places.
Just even to hear the ocean on a
I
regular
suggested
basis
to
or
Dad.
see it.
This
Did
is what I
you?
suggested to Dad. Because we used to go as a family that was pre-kids. I said, for your retirement, let's all go plan a trip one more time, all of us.
I would love that.
Like the whole Tashjuk offshoot, right? And
I would love
all the... I said Christmas, but Jeff might have trouble with that, but whatever.
Well, we could always ask. You can always ask. You never know, right?
Yeah, even if he comes for a week and I stay for a month, whatevs.
Right.
If
I'm
Shane,
gonna
has
leave
to,
my
if
ticket
Shane has to go
open-ended.
back to work, that's okay. I'll take
We
one
can
from the team.
Figure out how to get a job out of it. Hello, yarn shops in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. Okay.
dream. Okay. Are we gonna get into like what we're knitting, or what are we doing now?
Yeah.
I feel kind of like, honestly, you guys, I did not sleep great last night. I'm like,
You all over the place? I can tell.
what are we supposed to be doing? I am loving this weather. I can't even tell you.
I too love this weather. I was actually very surprised how cold it was. Weren't you?
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. This
is it for me. I could wear a sweater.
Tomatoes like frost too, don't they?
Well, I'm gonna have to pick them if there's frost. I have to say, you guys,
There's not frost.
My tomatoes have gone crazy. I've got a million of them.
But they need to ripen.
I've got one that's like a giant beefsteak one that's starting to
saw
ripen
it.
at the bottom.
I picked it. You didn't want me to pick it?
No, stick it in a paper bag. It'll ripen.
No,
That's what I'm going to end up doing with a lot of these, I think. But yeah, my plants are like 4 feet high.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
That's so funny. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any knitting on the go? You were so busy getting ready for
No,
your show.
but I do have other projects to show, which I'm really excited.
Okay. Well, you go first.
Okay. I have the Magpie Darling shawl.
On my list, like on my very short list.
Okay. This is very Amanda, Frankie Gray Fiber forward episode because we're just coming off the show, right? And we have the most amazing samples that I have.
I'm not showing any of
I
it.
have to show you. Amanda was super creative. I shared yarn and she shared sparkle before the show weeks ago so we could get ready and be as successful as we could. She knocked it out of the park.
Listen, I've never seen so many samples. It was inspiration heaven. You guys were knocked it out of
That's
the park.
what people like to see, right?
Yes.
They like to see what can I do with sparkle or what can I do with a fingering and a fuzz.
100%. Especially, yes.
Yeah.
When you fall in love with a skein, you're like, well, now
Yeah.
what? Now what am I going to do?
So this is the Magpie Darling shawl. This is also an Amanda Crafty Jackalope pattern. It is a beautiful size. But what Amanda did was 2 balls of sparkle, the mega bling we were talking about, and 1 strand of fuzz, either mohair or majestic fluff.
Okay, fun fact. The very first time I met Amanda, she was designing this shawl.
Was she?
Yeah. And looking at this tag, I'm very surprised to see that's denim.
I know.
Denim is really an amazing color.
You guys.
You can make it kind of blue, but it can lean
I
very
actually
gray.
was thinking, is that smoke show? No, it's denim. I had to look at the tag.
And I love a cool gray with like the gold. To me, that's like
Look at this. you
knocked out of the
guys.
park. I'm totally making one of these.
So look at it twinkle.
I'm just thinking, what can I make? Just
So I would wear sparkle in my everyday life. I wouldn't, but for a lot of people, sparkle it needs its moment. It needs to maybe be an evening thing, or I'm going to a special occasion thing. This is your piece.
But it's also, there's lots of yarn that's everyday yarn. So it maybe you knit something like this that is for your like going out knitted wardrobe or not. There's also, this is the mega sparkliest yarn. Like we're just in love with it. But I made a vest with a different yarn that has less, and you made a vest.
Yeah.
With less
No,
sparkle.
I want this.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
What's that? I don't know what that other one is called, but all you have to do is message Amanda. She's your sparkle consultant and your sparkle hookup.
I thought I brought one, but I don't think I did.
But it's kind of, the sequins are smaller and they're further apart on the yarn. You don't get as many of them. It's also a little more, the price difference is, price difference, yardage, it can all be different. So if you want it to be more subtle, there's a way to do that. If you want it to be mega bling, there's a way to do that.
I brought those. So what you would need is 1 skein of fuzz, whether you're your choice would be mohair or majestic fluff. You would just need one. You would need 2 of these, but you could probably get creative and just do the sparkle in like the garter sections and not the yarn over.
Of course.
And then you would probably, 3. You could probably get away with 2 if you're going to be more creative, or 1 where you just put like...
I was just going to say, here's the thing. It's all bunched up here. Maybe you just do your sparkle on the bottom 4 inches.
Maybe you just do your sparkle.
It's your knitting. Do whatever you want to do with
here. Do a row back and forth just in the solid sections.
I feel like when people do that, they'll be like, ooh, next time I'm doing the whole thing.
So 2 skeins of this, or Amanda did 3 if it's every single row. But 2 if you wanted to get a little creative and not do every single row.
And I think people are like, how much sparkle for my project? Look at the yardage of your project. That's how much sparkle you need.
It's yard for yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna hold it the whole time.
But sometimes people think, oh, that's too pricey. I'm not gonna put sparkle in my project.
Yeah.
That's where we are saying maybe you're doing it every second round or even a little bit less.
Yeah.
Then you are going to get the sparkle for your project.
For sure. I'm actually going to try that every second. Not try. I am going to knit on and off in my next sparkle sweater just to see the difference. And I think the idea of 2 rounds on, 2 rounds off is actually cool. You might get a little stripey kind of effect happening. Like, you can do lots of things. It's beautiful, the Magpie Darling shawl. And I feel like it's a very relaxing knit. It's not too big. It's easy to wear.
Oh, it's so funny. This?
Oh, that's it.
This is what you're talking about. This is the sparkle that's half the amount of sequins than the Mega Bling. But look at...
It's not as in your face, but it's so pretty. I love them both.
This is Viva... Oh,
it's so good, right?
Viva Magenta. Look at it.
Jodi.
Can you imagine this with this and a white t-shirt and jeans?
I'm going to have to do it. No, totally.
Right?
Well...
Anyway, I'm bringing back your things.
It's
I don't want
so
to begrudgingly.
fun.
So much fun.
So much fun to make your own clothes in colors that you don't see everywhere. Colors that bring you joy. Yeah, that's my here. Don't forget that.
Thank you.
Need that.
So that's what I have for knitting today,
That's
guys.
awesome.
No, I have more. That's not true.
That's just the first one. You have a little bit more?
No, I'm going to show it when I'm showing my samples.
Oh, okay. So knit this for a week. Didn't touch anything else. I'm kind of knitter where I'm like, I'd like to be working on more than one thing at a time, I think. So anyway, I missed my vest. I missed my vest project. This is the Island to Island vest by Mary Jane Mucklestone. It's an all over colorwork vest.
You've gotten very far.
In sport weight yarn. Guess what?
Are you splitting?
I've got my steek stitches started. So I am going to...
You do?
Yeah, so I'm not going to bore you guys with stuff that we've already talked about, but this is a fabulous vest. Sport weight yarn. And I'm using all Sonder yarn in their Luxe Sport. It is phenomenal to work with. I absolutely love it. It's woolly but soft. So just yesterday, I got to the part in my vest where you put some stitches on hold. Here we go. I've never done a steek before. So all of you out there that have experience.
You've never?
No, I've never knit a garment that I've had to steek before. So I'm knitting Mary Jane's pattern, and I don't want people to be intimidated because you just follow step by step. It just is very clear. I didn't know what road we were going down. I still don't really know. I'm just following Mary Jane, and it's working out great if I'm being honest. So you end up putting some stitches on hold, and then you cast on this little one.
Yes.
It's going to be like a big row of just these lines. You're going to see that all the way up.
That's what I didn't do for my first steek. I thought, I can just cut it. But you do have to add those stitches because then when you cut, you fold it back.
Right. So you can see these two here that are together. This is like, it's not an alternating. That's the middle. That's where I'm going to be cutting up. So I've knit up to the here, and now I'm working on shaping here.
Okay.
So it's literally like a sock, if I'm going to compare it to something. You do a little knit two together on one side, work your pattern across, and do an SSK. You're shaping
Oh, yes.
from
it's
the
going
body,
in.
you're going in.
Okay.
And now we're going to do that for a little bit and then make sure that it's a certain depth. And then I'm going to cast on more steek stitches here. And I'm going to be making the little
Crazy.
neckline.
Alicia just mentioned that Mary Jane has a steeking sweater class on Etsy.
Fabulous. Like, I mean, fabulous. But honestly, I feel like it's working out. It's easy to think to yourself, this is complicated. I can't do it. Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to try. I feel like you can absolutely do it if you just take it step by step.
Okay, good.
I might be shitting the bed at some
No.
point, but at this point, I feel like it's working out okay.
Hi, James.
Oh, good morning, James.
Where in the world are you? I love this. I'm excited for you to steek. I love trying those things, and ultimately, if it's a giant epic fail, you'll have learned. It's not going to be
Right.
I wish people would think, I'm going to do it and see what happens, rather than saying, I'm not going to do that. I'm nervous. I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
If you fail,
Yeah.
you learned something,
Yeah.
and you try again.
Totally. I feel
That's
the
what
same
I
way.
think.
I had a big conversation like that with one of our friends in your booth. She'd chosen a color for Colorwork that was way too wild. So she did all this beautiful color work and couldn't tell what it was. And she was so disappointed.
Yeah.
And so we had this big talk about, you've learned so much, not only about color work, but like color choice. And I said, you're going to feel a load off your shoulders when you frog this and
Yeah.
start and pick a color that you're going to wear
Yeah.
and love.
I just love pivot.
Yeah.
Know that you've learned something.
Yeah.
And it's not a fail. It's chalk it up to.
I feel like I'm in like not the home stretch, but like everything's getting shorter. Right? Like if I've already knit up to here,
Oh, you
I
just
only
have
have
these
this
small-
much.
My God, you could be done next time.
I don't know. Anyway, I love this project. I love it. The color work is so easy.
Okay, good.
It's so easy.
Good.
And the yarn is so beautiful. And this is what it is. It's Sonder Yarn Co's in their Sunday Morning Luxe Sport. And gorgeous.
Love
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So it was nice, really, really nice, and a treat to walk around Nit City and see all these different fibers.
Oh, I know.
And we've got some to show you. Boy, there were some really amazing vendors with the yarn they carry. Smita, her online store. Is this the biggest booth she's had?
I don't know. What a
'Cause she
great
had-
booth.
Didn't she had a smaller one previously in Vancouver? Maybe I was just
Are
not.
you thinking about Canmore? I mean, that was tiny.
No, I know Canmore, but wasn't she? We met her the first time in Nit City, Vancouver, right?
Yes.
But I thought she had anyway. Her booth was giant. Her taste in fiber
I
is
know.
incredible.
So Your Next Knit is an online yarn shop.
Yeah,
Please go check it out. Smita has the most gorgeous yarns. I had a bunch-
woolly wool,
Yeah.
like non-superwash wool.
Yeah, I had some yarn in my hand, and then I was like, I'm not sure if this is the base I have at home. I was trying to get it to go with something I've got at home, but she had two there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know there was two. So I'm going to be going and ordering once I check what I have. I just didn't want to bring home the wrong thing.
Yeah,
But
it's
let me tell
amazing.
you, I could have brought home bags of her yarn. It was awesome.
You guys should have seen her.
She had her whole
setting up.
family working.
Her husband was lovely. Yeah, it was great. But just seeing all the booths and the different fibers we're not familiar with, there was some new to me dyers
Yeah.
and shops, and
Yeah.
it was really great.
I totally agree. Actually, I feel that way about a lot of vendors at the show. Like there were lots that I didn't know about. And, that came from far, and it was a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, if people thought, I wonder if I should come next year. Make it a road trip.
It's
Go
a
to
beautiful-
Banff and Canmore. You can make it an amazing.
No.
No. I don't know if it's next year.
2 years.
Well, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
But if it is there again, it's a location that you can make an amazing trip out of.
It's a beautiful part
Like
of
go
the
to
world.
Drumheller. Like there's some awesome things to do in Alberta.
Yeah. Okay, do you have more knitting?
I have one more knitting project that I
Okay,
worked
good.
on.
And then we'll do a
And
garment.
this is all I took to Nit City to knit on.
I didn't knit a stitch.
I took a sock tube, and this is all I've got out of it. like hardly anything.
You're getting there.
But I really just wanted to knit shorties. So Jodi gave me this sock tube. I love it.
It is a Hue Loco colorway, and I can't begin to tell you the name, but I know
probably
it's Hue Loco.
old out of some collection.
Yeah.
But like how it's DK, so it's a DK sock tube. And I cut in an afterthought heel using Frankie Gray Fibers DK in the color Black Cherry,
So
which
black,
is
it's close, but it's not quite. It's more red is the color. More,
this is purpley,
yes, more.
mulberry
Yeah.
kind of. But I love it. And
Oh, you know what else? Leopard print.
I saw that today.
Leopard print's big this fall.
I'm not going for it.
Something?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that person either that goes, oh, it's in style, so I have to get some.
No, but you'll see a lot of it.
If it makes me happy, if it makes you happy, do it. Who knows? Maybe there'll be something amazing that I need in
Right.
leopard print. And then this is Whisper, which is such a beautiful, soft blush. So I cut in my heel, and I did a little bit of ribbing and knitting up. And then I did one round of knit, one round of rib, and then a Italian sewn bind off so that it's stretchy to wear.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, a little bit of this, little bit of that.
Your recipient will love them.
Yeah, they're a gift. I better get my you-know-what in gear.
There
Better
you
get
go.
it in gear. But isn't that a pretty
Yeah,
color?
love it.
Love it. Jodi?
Um,
So, like, in 3 or 4 days, that is all I got knit.
we had such amazing visits that by the time you got to the room and sort of zoned out on your phone, it was like barely staying awake.
I used to pack, like, a sweater and a sock and a this and a that and extra needles because I'm going to cast something on. And it's like, it never happens.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is enough knitting for me.
Yeah.
I brought like 5 balls of yarn. I don't know why. To
What are you
make
going to do?
A sock
In
tube.
case you get stranded in Calgary?
Oh my gosh, I'm never going to be without yarn.
That's so funny. Let's do a costume change.
Hmm.
And then we can talk about our last knitted item.
I
I don't want to take this off.
know. Well, you put it back on.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, hang on. So, when vendors talk about Tracie's boobs are out. When vendors talk about
Oh, this is awesome. Oh my
how
god.
exhausted they are and like the letdown, not the letdown, the what do they call vendors call it?
Burnout?
Burnout. Just the exhaustion that comes after because you're so busy getting ready.
Yeah,
Wait.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my god, these are so cute.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, are we ready?
We did it!
This is so great.
So Kelly, our dear friend Kelly,
Brand new pattern.
Frankie V sweater.
How fun is that?
Yeah, I'm sitting on a sweater. I can't get out. Okay, there we go.
Kelly is a phenomenal designer. Phenomenal. This
Yeah.
is a DK weight, and I think she said 21 stitches.
Yeah.
Gauge.
Yeah.
Tell me what you know about it. It's got this amazing ribbed neckline, which is very adjustable. Like some pictures you can see it's quite,
She's got the short.
you can make it thick or narrow. It doesn't have to be like all,
This is a little wider at the back here because she's got some short rows in here. She's very, very clever and thoughtful when it comes to designing sweaters. And this
details
is no
on
exception.
fit.
Details on fit.
I mean, you can make it solid. She's made one in a sport weight. So it's a DK weight pattern, but she just knit one in a fingering weight that was a plump do a gauge swatch. I know nobody likes to do that, but honestly, that's how you audition yarn, right?
Yeah.
So how fun to see all these different options. Same
Yeah.
pattern. It is top down.
Yes, it is top down. It's a raglan shaping. It is relaxed.
Kelly knit these for us.
That.
This.
Yes.
I just about died.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I didn't even see
What
that
do you
whole interaction.
say?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like, I know what that means to knit a whole sweater
Yeah.
for somebody. It's
But
so
look at
thoughtful. I
this,
just
you
adore
guys.
her. Thank you.
It's
It fits.
It's kind of to me like a modified. It's a V crew. Do you know what I mean? Like where
What does
it's,
that mean?
Well, a crew neck is just round.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
a V neck Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of a mashup. When you put it on, I feel like it's kind of a mashup of both because it sits so beautifully.
And it is very rounded. You're right. So
it's like a mashup.
Yeah.
Which is gorgeous.
I love the neckline. And I feel like it is not something you see a lot.
No.
Lots of times V-necks are quite low, which is not my thing. But I don't like to do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't always want round neck. This is absolutely perfect.
I can't wait to see. Kelly did, I think she knit a million versions. And
She's impressive.
She's impressive.
This is the Frankie V sweater.
Yeah.
It is out on Ravelry. It came out just before Nit City. So it just launched. DK.
Yeah.
Fingering and mohair.
I was not prepared to be doing kits for the show, but I will come next week, have a few kits. If people are interested in these colors.
Show us your stripes.
I was inspired by, and I'll have to go back and look, but there is a pattern where she color blocked her stripes, and that's the inspiration I took when I had Michelle knit this. But
that one's sample knit.
this one's sample knit. See how it's
so cute with those multiple
color blocked here, and then solid here.
This is awesome.
Little bit of Mayflower and blush, but it's just like color blocked. Can you guys even?
No, I cannot.
Yeah.
That's a great choice.
So we'll have...
Again, you can make scrappy,
Yes.
right? Get a main color and go to town.
I'm going to pull up Kelly's version because that's really beautiful too for you guys to see. It's fun to see.
Are you looking for your phone?
I'm going to do it on my iPad.
Oh.
It's fun to see these beautiful patterns that you'll knit a million different ways, and it can look
I love
different
the cast on a little bit of a
every
piece
single
of color.
time. I actually just sent these colors to Michelle and said, do it. I sent her, she's an amazing tester.
Wow.
Yeah. She was on our Pender Island retreat, remember?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I do.
So, it's just having fun. Solid would be just as gorgeous, but because it's such a beautiful fit and it's such a beautiful staple for your wardrobe, you're going to love knitting it in whatever you do.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Fingering and mohair.
Yes.
Fingering and alpaca.
Yes.
Right? Very size inclusive.
Super size inclusive. Yeah. That's
Okay.
very important.
I'm going to do milk for Kelly. So congratulations, Kelly. This is a very, very beautiful pattern.
Yes.
It takes a long time for Kelly to get them out because she's so meticulous. She knits a million versions. If it's not right, she
I know it's the worst question ever. Oh yeah. So good.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, she finished that one and was wearing it. So that is fingering weight. That is Sonder Yarns fleece and flax that they just came out with. So it's wool and linen.
Isn't it sport weight?
Is it sport weight? I don't know. Whatever
don't
it
know.
is, she got gauge, and boy, does it look great. She loves it. So, I mean, you can get gauge with a finer yarn and just get a little bit of a looser fabric.
See,
That's what's so great about
Look at that
swatching.
sweater.
I know. It looks amazing on her.
And then her son had a gorgeous one. Was it green? No, her husband had the green version. Oh no, maybe Cade were. Anyway,
She did
beautiful.
like increased I guess she must do like a short row area here, like an adjustment for like his broad chest.
Yes.
Anyway,
So good. Anyway,
I'm dying
The
to
pattern
read
is
the
out.
pattern. It's out. It's got tons of options.
and if you're interested,
I can't even.
Frankie
Kelly.
Gray will have a few kits of different colors next week. Thank you for your patience, but Kelly's sweater is gorgeous.
It's just a great canvas. You can make it your own style,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's so great.
Okay.
She's a great one.
Good thing I have all these gorgeous sweaters to wear today. If it was hot,
This
it
feels
wouldn't
the
be...
perfect thing to be wearing
Doesn't
today.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear this a lot.
Okay, you guys, I only have goodies. I only have goodies to show now.
Okay,
Yarn and things.
I have things I bought at the show.
Okay, so I'm gonna rely on you for all these show purchases. Okay, we got separated. It was kind of interesting
It was different.
because I liked just Jordan. The girls could have done the booth alone, But they had a
But-
lot. People had questions about patterns.
But Jodi, you work so hard.
Yes.
You should be in that booth if you wanted to be there,
Yes.
right? It's pretty
Yes.
exciting to have your product that you work so hard on at home by yourself, out in the world, like.
And people wanted to come say hi, right?
Yes.
So it was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
we got separated a bit.
I wandered with Amber, and I just wandered just for fun. The marketplace, that was the other great thing. Like if somebody worries, is it too big? Is it too... It was the best size to just wander around. Like you didn't feel that it's a gigantic... Like we went to Stitches West at one point, and I don't think I ever even saw the back corner.
It was intimidating how big
Very
that was.
intimidating. That's such a good word for it. This was
Yeah.
not like that.
And jammed in.
Yeah.
Jammed in.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I know they probably
that
did that
was
to
a
get...
show that like maybe we'd never been to anything that big, but it's very memorable to us because of the amount of people and the amount of vendors, and it was a little shocking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. Show us the goods because guess what?
Okay.
You guys, I haven't even seen this.
Jodi, it's all new. And I mean, we have so many familiar faces now that we see at lots of Knit Cities, and it's very nice to see. But also, nice to just shop, too.
I know, yeah.
So Katie, who is Atelier Nekozuki, she's an amazing bag maker, and travels to Japan to buy special fabrics, and then comes home and makes the most gorgeous, so many styles of bags.
Oh, that's pretty with the lemons.
This has got a really cute texture on it. Like the fabric has
like
texture all
linen.
over it.
Linen-y.
It reminds me of like raw silk texture, but it's not like
Yes,
that. It's
yes.
some kind of a cotton fabric. So this is my little like shove in your purse bag or
Yeah,
hang
it
on your
is.
hand. I am such a lemon. I love lemons, you guys. This has oranges. It's got a beautiful pink. And she had this bag. That's another kind of hang off your wrist.
I love it.
And it's all paisley. But if you look, like cats are her thing. She's got a million cat fabrics. Cat.
Cats are big in
I'm
Japan.
going to use this
No,
so
you're not.
much.
I love my cat bag. Tracie, I love it.
Isn't
Look
it
at-
cute?
Look at that design.
I have never seen the pattern before, and I've certainly never seen the fabric.
Isn't that clever?
It's so cute.
Thank you. I love it. I love it.
It reminds
you
me of
guys,
like a
that's-
baby's pants.
That's good. You got a skein or two in here.
Oh yeah, it fits a decent, like a good amount of yarn, not just one, like a one baller.
Yeah, I love that, you guys.
Anyway, she's wonderful. That was
She
one of the
is
things.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I love that.
And you know, it's interesting to see her fabrics because they're very unique.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Right? Like she goes, I can't imagine what that trip must be like to go to Japan and fabric shop.
You guys, I've never.
I know. So good.
That is so good. Okay, what's next?
Oh, are we going?
I do have a
Okay.
couple things, but you keep going.
Okay. There, like we said, we mentioned Yarn Twisters, which is a yarn shop in Calgary, which we have not been to. We need to do a road trip. They had a sample of one of the ladies at the kickoff party was wearing a little red bandana, and I touched it, and it was like the heavens
So
opened up.
soft.
100% cashmere.
Oh, yeah.
So I made a point of going to their booth to see what the heck was this all about, because she said it was one skein, which is 50 grams.
So they're a yarn store,
Yeah.
but with in-house
They
branded
do
yarn.
in-house dyeing, I
Nice.
guess, too, right? So I went over to their booth the next day,
Oh,
and the base is
wow.
called Berkeley,
That red.
100% cashmere,
Okay, what's the price point?
$40.
Okay.
$40. They fingering weight, so about 200 meters. There's lots of little things you can do with one skein of this. You could do one of those little Sophie scarf things. You could do a little bandana. You could do fingerless mitt. Like you could do lots of things with one skein. I think it's just so luxurious.
You guys would not believe the softness.
So nice.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Cherry, what a good name.
And this one is Dusk, which is a nice smoky gray.
Cute. Oh my
Nice,
god. Cute
right?
little 50-gram skeins. Those are beautiful.
And of course, I'm thinking some kind of gift knit, like knit it and give it away I think it would be a really special little thing for somebody.
Beautiful color. Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. And I did show you already that I stocked up on bling from the Bling Bar. So
I wish I had brought the hat because that orange, you might think, what on earth? I put it with
do it next time.
A tomatoey red, and it's amazing.
Yeah, you don't need to match the yarn. That's for sure.
No.
It can just be part of a color family, right?
Yeah.
But these both, like this is silver and this is gold.
Yeah.
Totally different look. Love it. I went into...
Her basket's loaded,
It is loaded, you guys. Jody's like, did you buy anything? And I was like... I wasn't really planning on it, but
I
did.
also said, like, I love to be able to bring back things and talk about stuff we've seen. That it's exciting.
Listen, not that
It's
I wasn't
exciting.
wanting to buy stuff. I'm just, trying to use up what I've got. But but you're right. I love supporting all of these makers.
Yes.
Ancient Arts Yarns. They always have a huge booth. They had an absolutely gorgeous booth. I just finished knitting you socks with their Socknado with those herding cats, which they had that kit at the show.
It's amazing.
They actually gave away some of those kits at our kickoff party. But I was in her booth and I found this, and it's called Pop Rocks or something. Yeah, Pop Rocks. So this is the Socknado base, which is, they have spun in Italy, I believe. It's just a really beautiful...
Look how bouncy that is, you
80%
guys.
superwash merino, 20% nylon. And I said to her, wow, I think you could get a sport weight gauge for this. She goes, you totally can. But she said, we just came out with a new sport weight. So they had this beautiful new sport weight yarn over there too.
Do you know what? I never got to her booth and she was talking about the new bases.
You guys have to hit the Ancient Arts booth. They have special bases spun. You get all the, anyway, they're phenomenal. And she had all these minis. And I was just like, oh, forget it. I don't want a mini. I want another whole color. So
yeah, you do.
This is Clematis, and this is Pop Rocks.
Oh, beautiful.
And I just think it'll be something super cute. I just love the yarn. It feels amazing. I mean, I could crank out at least 2 pairs. Like, if you're doing shorties, you can get 3 or 4 pairs of socks out of that. Without a doubt. It's phenomenal yarn.
Without a doubt.
Phenomenal. Yeah. That would be so cute if people love brioche. That would be a really cute brioche combo with the speckle and the solid.
Okay,
like that.
so we had somebody come up
This
to
was
us
so neat.
and said hello and introduced herself. So she was she watches the podcast, but she's also a maker herself, and it's called Knits, Knitz by Tamara.
Yeah.
She makes these amazing shawl clips, but what I thought it would be gorgeous, you know those, oh, let me show them, and especially perfect for that night that we wore them at the cowboy thing. But how about those little like Sophie shawls, but have them wear it like a bandana and then this around
You could
like
totally
this?
wrap it around your knitting, but like it's multi-purpose, you guys.
Okay, so she has an Etsy shop, you guys, Knits by Tamara.
And she upcycles things. So like she'll get old belts and leather items and fun things that she can include on this. So
This one's a bit smaller. You can't wear it around your waist, but it's braided and
that's beautiful.
stamped.
They're all beautiful. So I mean, just that little bit of if this is on a big shawl and then this is what you see, gorgeous.
Hold the phone.
Especially with smaller shawls that might be a little, like maybe, I don't know, falling off. I don't know. Is it big ones fall off? Small? Anyway, you don't want things to fall off. How cute is that?
Well, it's kind of old.
Super
But
cute.
like styled differently, but just kind of like a cute piece of bling.
No, I love it.
Ah,
It gives you options.
look at this, you guys.
That's really cute.
right? With
Yes.
just a different way to wear your shawl. Hang on, I want to try the other one because it's really this one.
Okay. Yeah.
And she gifted these to us, but I think we should do.
And
put
they've
it in
got
some
2
giveaway.
sizes. So maybe you don't need it all the way large. You can use the skinnier size too.
Yeah.
That's really thoughtful in the planning of that. Oh, I love that. Right?
Did you see our friend Kat Denning has a new show?
Yes.
Congratulations, Kat. She won't have any time to knit now. Gosh.
She'll be happy.
Okay, but do you know, like, this isn't the right shawl for this particular one, I don't think. Or it could be.
Why not?
But do you know what I mean? Like, I think you could have a moment.
Tighter?
Anyway,
No,
these
it
are
is
stunning.
very handy and also decorative and gorgeous.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tamara. It was so nice to meet you. And
What beautiful.
so talented. I love the whole upcycle thing. I love leather
This is so
products. They just last forever.
Right? Treasure.
Yeah.
Treasure,
Beautiful.
treasure.
Beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful.
Okay.
Love it.
Show me what's you have. Show me what you have.
Okay, this, lots of vendors that were there are ones that, you know, I see like at all the Knit Cities, but the Crafty Jack's boutique booth, I distinctly remember being so packed and thinking, I'm going to come back.
Yeah.
And never did. So I don't think I've ever bought anything from them.
They were our kitty corner neighbors, weren't they?
Wow.
Yeah,
I bought a
beautiful
whole
booth.
bunch of stuff from her. So they have a couple of custom spun bases.
Yeah.
This one is their,
Wow, that color.
like, it's very woolly and gorgeous. 75% Rambouillet, which is like beautiful merino-ish. So it's soft wool. And 25% baby camel.
Do you know a lot of people came up and showed me camel bases that people
So camel's
had.
like a luxury fiber, like cashmere. And like when you feel camel in a yarn, it's very, very soft.
This is goldfinch.
This is Tide Pool. I thought it would make really good, I don't know, hats, mitts, color work, anything. It's I just really wanted to try it.
So it's not superwash,
Nope.
but you guys, does not feel like it's not.
Super soft.
Yes.
So they get this spun just for them, and it's called Go BDK.
Rambouillet is very soft.
260 meters. It's a DK
Well,
base.
that's beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I love it.
And many
Crafty
colors
Jack's
to
boutique.
choose from. And also, I bought their heartfelt sock,
That's pretty.
which is also non-superwash. It is 75% Blueface Leicester wool and 25% mohair.
Okay.
As a non-superwash, it's very tightly twisted. It's been made specifically for non-superwash socks.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be very wearable and durable for a long time.
Okay.
Make whatever you want to make. Make a sweater, make hats, make whatever you want, shawls. But if you want to make socks out of it, they've already thought ahead about BFL is such a strong wool and the twist is really tight and the mohair is a natural strengthener. So I feel like I love it.
Okay. That reminded
This
me.
color's Spectrum,
When you,
and I just think it's gorgeous.
when you said spun to wear as a sock because it's high twist and it's there was somebody I met at the booth and she was like, doesn't matter what yarn I use, I blow through a sock in a month.
Wow.
And I showed her like Regia
Yeah.
and those sort of commercial bases. I said, try those. They're not going to be as soft.
They're definitely tougher. I would
Yes.
definitely recommend that.
A month.
And I would also keep an eye. I would also reinforce the area that she's always blowing out.
Yeah, I was thinking. You
Like
could
there's a
hold-
few little things
hold some
they
silk.
could do.
Silk. She should try something with silk. If you're listening, I know you are because you said hello.
There's
Try silk.
So at your local yarn shop, you might find a lace weight Regia yarn, which is also the 75-25 wool nylon.
Yeah.
Hold that in the air. Like, I don't know if you're blowing out the toes, the ball of
Heel.
your foot, the heel. Hold that the whole time. So it's going to be slightly thicker fabric. It should be a little more durable. It's on you.
You're going to get stung. I'm not really afraid.
There's wasp traps in the alley. It's been much, but like I've hardly seen any. They're attracted to your iced coffee.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful,
really,
beautiful.
really gorgeous. And I actually bought more there. Oh my god.
Did you?
Yes. Kind of
Love it.
blew the bank there. They had these little felted ornaments hanging. So it's stuffed and embroidered. You get all the yarn and everything, the little satin ribbon. You cut out circles of this. You embroider part of it. Blanket stitch it together, leave a hole, shove it full of stuffing, finish the blanket stitching, and Bob's your uncle, you've got a little sheep ornament.
Another kit you're not going to make.
No, this one I think I am.
I said to a girl, oh, I love this kit. I'm going to buy one that I'll never make.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
No,
this
I love
one,
it.
She had 3 options. There was one with a little snowflake and burgundy felt. So
Then you could just hang it somewhere where you
they
see it
must
every
be,
day.
So vintagerose.ca is who it's from, but it's got their branding on it too. So maybe it's a like a collab. You guys, hold the phone because I'm going to make an embroidery thing. And this is it. This is the end of it. They have these little handmade. I'm a sucker for the handmade, as we can tell. You know how kids make those little, or anyone makes friendship bracelets,
Yes.
and sometimes they make a little cutout of a cardboard
Yes.
with all the slits. This is a wood version of that,
Love it.
and they give you little minis.
Another tool you never use.
Probably,
But that's
this
fun.
one might be a little. You know, sometimes Georgia makes weaving
I
stuff
love
like that.
supporting small makers.
It's a bracelet loom,
Listen,
which is just another fun, crafty thing.
we
And they-
all started small. I love that.
I love alternate crafts too.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
So it's got all the instructions on the back. It's a handmade little item, and they give you hand-dyed yarn to start your little. You can make bracelets already.
so cute.
So I had a great time in the Crafty Jacks booth. And also,
without me.
it was very busy. Again, she's got great stuff. She's got all these little cups with cast-on projects, so you can knit with all her bases before you
Genius.
choose.
Smart.
Totally genius.
Okay.
Sell yarn much? Yeah, totally.
I had something arrive in the mail, and it's from Alex Collins.
I love Alex.
Do you? It's Alex, Alex Collins with a double L, designs.com.
People will know her for sure from all of her beautiful bags. She designs silk screens and creates bags. And then this is a new thing for her.
This is a brand new thing, and I would just like to show you because they're really, really beautiful.
Oh gosh, she's phenomenal. She's got a YouTube channel, talks about her knitting. She'll do kits with Fiber Company.
They're stitch markers with 14 karat gold plated little.
Wow.
Some of them have the little glass bead.
Like check glass.
That's the little glass bead. And then half of them have a little 14 karat gold
little bead.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So these are fiber jewels, she's calling them.
Yeah. And then each kit comes with a little, you get to pick your color of crystal.
Oh, wow. What
Crystal.
a nice set. What a nice set.
We are going to circle back with her and hopefully have them in our shop. But until then, if you're looking, you can find them at alexcollinsdesigns.com.
So it's 13 stitch markers, glass beads, 24 cold plated beads, and rhodium findings.
And you get to choose when you're buying what color you like to.
Oh, wow. Those are all the choices?
Yeah. Alex,
Like
this
a
is
rainbow.
so beautiful. See, these are the smaller makers that I love and
Yeah.
get excited about
Yeah.
because they're doing really, like that friendship bracelet piece
Yeah.
of wood. It's beautiful
Yeah.
to use.
She's over in the UK, so you may have seen her at one of the shows. I know she did one not that long ago.
Yeah.
But already, like, her bags are, and she does so much cool stuff. I really already have
It
admired
says
her.
fiberjewels.com.
Well, maybe she's got a little website for them. Maybe it's separate.
That's a little bit. It's
We'll
fiber,
have-
Fibre jewels.com. You can find these. Or Alex Collins Designs. You can find her.
I'm going to save the pink one and put it in our breast cancer, one of our breast cancer
Is that
kits.
pink?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Do you want another pink? Oh, that is pink. Is that
pink.
purple?
Well, no, it's fuchsia pink. It's
Do you
called
want
fuchsia.
Do you want the pink? I'll
Well,
switch you
wait.
out.
Okay.
Okay.
Either
Anyway,
way.
beautiful.
Thank you, Alex, because
Yeah.
these are gorgeous
someone's
and
looking-
special.
Special. That's what I mean. We're coming up to gift giving season.
Yes.
Even if you're gift giving to yourself.
Exactly. Or birthdays, anything. Like, how
Yeah.
fun to give a special little
Yeah.
set.
So those were such a nice surprise to end up in my mailbox.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And I'm just like, oh my God, look what I ordered. But I didn't order it. That's me.
Right. Like, wow, when was I shopping? No, that's gorgeous. So she's got Alex Collins Designs on Instagram. You can shop at alexcollinsdesigns.com. and fiberjewels.com.
Yeah, and so I went on there, and there's a wholesale opportunity. And I thought that's just the kind of item we love to have in our
Alex
shop.
is here.
Is she?
What did that say?
It said, I have an offer right now. If you buy 2 sets, you get free shipping.
That's a good deal.
Fiberjewels.com.
Don't we love free shipping?
Buy 2, get free
when
shipping.
It's possible.
Thank you, Alex.
That's awesome.
Treasure. Lichen and Lace.
Okay.
She was there. I was in her booth.
Lichen and Lace. We love the yarn. I've done the sock club. She's an awesome Canadian.
She's way east.
Way.
She traveled far.
Is it Nova Scotia or New Brunswick?
It's
or
far.
Somewhere way out there.
Yeah.
She's got this gorgeous, you guys might be familiar with her Rustic Heather Sport, which is this gorgeous yarn. So, years ago, Making Magazine had these gorgeous mittens, the late bloomer mittens, on the cover of their magazine. You can get the pattern by itself now because it's been a while, but I've always loved them. And I've always thought, oh my gosh, I totally want to make those for myself.
That's an amazing blue.
So here's the kit. This is literally very close to my winter coat color.
Oh, that's soft.
So you're going to hold the mohair with the woolly wool. These are going to be very durable, fantastic mittens. I always remember when Vera Valimaki was at Knit City, she was designing a sweater, knitting with this at the time. And I kept saying to myself, you have to knit a sweater with that yarn. It's such beautiful yarn. I'm going to start with mitts. But yes, I would love to knit a sweater with it. So she had so many colors to choose from.
I went in her booth. Her whole aesthetic is amazing.
All of it.
She was very sweet. The girls needed me back. Jordan, ultimately I never went back, but I went to
Isn't
her
it
booth.
nice?
And you know what else she had?
Do you want it?
Nope. She had a small display
You could just make whatever you want.
She had a small display of embroidery thread too. Because she had
Yes.
patterns to embroider.
I think she did
little
minis.
minis.
She did an advent with embroidery thread. Listen,
Anyway.
the sock club was amazing. That base she uses for her sock yarn is a beautiful 80-20 that I love so much.
It's rusticy without being too scratchy. It
Right.
is so
and I mean,
beautiful.
can you imagine it after you've given it a
No.
little wash and you
It's
knit
not
it?
even, when I say rusticy, I just means it feels like wool.
And
It's
I'm pretty
beautiful.
sure our local yarn shop, the Fiber Nook, has this or has had it very recently. So we can even go check that out.
It's a beautiful, like indigo-y kind of blue.
I love it. Such a rich
Beautiful.
color.
Yeah, gorgeous. Gorgeous.
And those mitts, though, were calling my name. I've wanted to make them for so long. And then you just do like the
Yeah.
stitching on top, like the easy embroidery that I can handle.
Ah, I love it.
Yeah.
Did you bring this?
I did, Jodi.
So we were lucky enough to have Nada, who is Knit Leaks. I hope you all follow her because she goes to these beautiful fibery events and a lot of times is hired to do social media and bring awareness.
She documents the whole
documents
thing.
the events.
So Knit Leaks, go to Instagram, follow Knit Leaks and all of that fun stuff, and you'll see her really fun videos.
Ah,
And
I'm going to show you one of her fun videos.
and she's just the most lovely. We have now met several times, and she's so lovely. And we spent the day together on Monday. So we had a great lunch and drove around Edmonton. She'd never been to Edmonton before, so we're giving her sort of the mini 5-cent tour. And then she said, are there any yarn shops near here? And so we're doing a bit of Googling. There was a couple that were closed on Mondays.
We tried.
But
it was closed.
How lucky were we to get what we got? The Little Blue, am I getting it wrong? Little Blue Fiber Studio?
Yep, that's right.
Is it little or just blue?
Little.
Little Blue Fiber Studio here in Edmonton. What a gem. Little Blue Fiber Studio.
Her logo is this little origami goat, and she's everywhere. It's on the wallpaper. It's so branded beautifully.
And it really is a fiber studio. There's all kinds of stuff for wet felting, needle felting, embroidery, cross stitch, knitting, like classes. And we ran into Susan Chin, the designer, teacher, That was just at Nit City.
There's beautiful Nada. She's Brazilian. She came all the way from Brazil to Nit City.
Yeah.
She was working
She's
for Knit Social to do their event.
Yeah, so if you're planning an event, and there's never any time to do the videos, the documenting, you think you're going to do it, but she's the pro. She's got all the good equipment. Anyway, fantastic. She's so good at what she does.
I was trying to find,
Oh, that's cute.
Just a minute.
I think what she does, she really, to me, when I watch her videos, I feel like she gives the feeling of what it was like to be there. Like how fun it was to be there. She's awesome.
She had us or different vendors do little snippets, and then she puts it. There's Tracie and Amber and Amanda. Jordan and I.
I'm not going to dance on social media for anybody but Nada.
Right. But look how amazing she is. Her love of fiber and events are infectious. And she wants to be able to
Lois.
Spread the word.
Look at everybody. It was great.
It was so good.
So yeah, we had the best day. But then we also discovered Little Blue Fiber Studio.
For all that to say, I bought this.
We got big balls at Little Blue Fiber Studio.
So the woman who owns Little Blue Fiber Studio,
I think it's Kim.
Her grandmother crocheted.
Her Oma.
And towards the end of life, she wasn't crocheting items anymore. She was just crocheting chains. So they would Kim would keep her giving her yarn, and she would chain just to keep herself, busy and occupied. And so she ended up having bags and bags of chained crochet yarn.
This is Briggs & Little Heritage yarn. So it's non-superwash, worsted weight. And she would hold 3 colors together.
Yeah.
And Oma's no longer with us, very sadly. So when these balls are gone, they're gone. But you can crochet with it. They've got a really cute little basket that they've made out of it, which I'm going to do that.
Where you hold a smaller thread, and it's almost like you're catching in your ends. You're catching in this and making a basket.
Yeah.
It's really, really beautiful. But she thought of she didn't know what to do with these, and she thought of a way to honor her Oma was to put the story into the world and have people be able to purchase her treasure. These are $15 a ball.
Yeah. And I mean, we are going to work with it, and we're going to make a basket, and it's Oma lives on, right? I think her passion for wool, that multi-generational part of this, right? When someone crochets you a blanket or anything, they're passing on, we're all passing that on to each other, and this is one of those.
And probably her love for fiber and crochet and knitting came from her, right?
For sure, you would think.
So these are treasures. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be, but it will be something one day.
I mean, I love it as is.
Me too.
I think it's amazing. And it was very hard to choose. They had a bunch of these balls. Oma must have been just going like crazy.
She was a busy woman.
How fun.
Yeah, so that was beautiful.
And special.
Love it.
So that was just the best day on every level. It was so, so good. What is this and this? Oh, yeah. Oh, I also bought a felted donut kit from Little Blue Fiber Studio.
What stuck out with me with this fiber studio,
for Georgia to do.
I love that so much.
Chocolate donut. They had so much felting stuff.
So I'm embarrassed to say it's a local yarn store, and I've never been to it. They've been open since 2020.
Yeah.
But what struck me about this particular fiber shop was their focus on so many crafts. They had needle felting, they had macrame, they had crochet, they had knit. Like, it was embroidery.
And classes.
Classes on all these different.
I said to her, I'm totally coming back for a class.
They're very class focused. The center of their room, and it's a not a big yarn shop.
Yeah.
But the center was a giant long table to gather.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was so special, and I mean, I'll never forget it. I'm definitely not the last time I'm going there. I'm going to make a point of getting their emails and getting in touch with the classes and their calendar and whatever's
Yes.
coming up.
They hadn't got a ton in their fall calendar yet, but I would like a project-based class. Like I want to come and do a macrame plant. Like I love those project-based
too.
classes. So
Me too.
okay, so what was I going to go find? No, I found it. Never mind. Okay, so that was a really, really good day. That was
was a really
Monday
good day.
after a crazy busy weekend. It was nice to just sit.
And it was
and
just
visit.
organic. It was not planned.
No.
It was like, what are we doing? I don't know
She
what we're
said
doing. Let's
Sunday.
just
What do
do
you?
it.
She said, "What do you think if I came on the bus on Sunday?" I said, "Great. We would absolutely make any time
Of course
for
we'll
you."
pick you. Let's go do something.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was great. It was so great. Someone that I'm always, always, always so happy to see is Sophie of Botanical Yarn.
We
She's
tried to have a meal with her and couldn't.
Heart.
It didn't work out, but I love her and her boyfriend
Her
Mike.
partner Mike. They're running the show. They were in the Portland and Seattle for Flock. She did pop-ups at shows. They drove up, right?
So are they coming off Flock? Yes. Yeah.
But she also did yarn shop pop-ups while they were out there.
She's so smart.
She's just like such a go-getter. Her yarn is so beautiful. She's hauling it all from the UK. They have a fantastic YouTube channel.
Isn't she one of the loveliest people?
Just joyful and kind and passionate about this world of fiber and yarn and all that stuff.
Sophie loves color.
Oh yeah, she's big into she's
Her
a
booth
big
is so colorful.
totally. And so she did a sock set for Flock, and she did a sock set for Nit City Calgary, which is this.
Beautiful. I didn't see it.
It's so nice.
Do you guys know, how do you fucking go to a fiber show and not go to every booth?
You failed.
I'm mad. I need a redo. I
It's
really
all good.
do.
You're not
It
a
was
vendor at everything.
No, but it's so good.
I know.
Anyway.
It was great. And she also had minis that were kind of go with it. I tell you, I kind of went crazy in the Botanical Yarn booth. This was the Knit City Calgary bag.
So she was
Here,
in.
it's for you.
No.
Yes.
I love it so much.
Do you want the sock? Do you want the sock set? Do you want the minis?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what? She was inspired by this fabric and she ran with it.
She also did stitch markers. Those are for you too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's dyeing this fun tweed yarn, pampas grass, neon net. So it's got the neon tweed.
I've seen that a lot of makers are using
it,
and
so
it's really beautiful.
It's super cute, and they actually glow in black light. So if you're making yourself a hat or socks or whatever, you're going to glow when you go roller skating, bowling, whatever.
I have to say, shout out
Look
to
at that.
her. It's amazing. Look at this color. This is
know.
amazing.
So
This is
beautiful.
unexpected colors together when it comes to these really bright, fun, and then you have these dirty green.
And then I was so generously gifted this.
I love it.
Anyway.
These are laser cut, but they're the most coolest, plastic or 3D printed. I think I don't know which one it
feels
is.
soft, right? No, it's hard. It's, I don't know. The color's gorgeous. And so when you follow her and you go to her shop, you'll see that she collaborates with that stitch marker lady all the time.
Love it.
They always do that. So she'll always have a bag.
Does she sew? No, she
I don't know
doesn't
who
sew.
does the sewing. But they came up. They enjoyed
Maybe.
Banff for a few days in between the shows.
Botanical yarn.
And look
I
at
bet
this
you she
one.
makes it.
So this is Sophie. If we're looking at yarn that says Sophie.
Is that for the breast cancer thing?
No, I'm going to design a sock
Yes, you
using
are.
botanical yarn.
I love it.
So very, very happy to do this. This was actually the Starlight Knitting Society sock set.
Oh, it's pretty.
So another fantastic yarn shop.
Yeah.
I think they're in Portland. So
Yeah, they are. That would be. Why haven't we been to that?
Jodi, we're failing. Maybe
8
next
years
time.
in.
Maybe next time we go to Flock, which apparently isn't for 2 years at the least.
God, I'm gonna cry right now.
We'll have to go to Portland too. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah, it'll be fun.
my
So
shopping's
good.
not over.
Keep coming. I want to see yarn.
Okay.
We're only 99 minutes in.
Okay.
I wish I got one of those botanical yarn sacks too.
You can have that.
No.
Jodi, I have one.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do so from another time.
Prove it.
I'll go get it.
Okay, I would love that. Thank you so much.
Listen, I got so much crap. Take whatever you want.
Look at that.
I know, they're so cute. Don't you love a good little canvas?
But it's like more than multicolor printed.
Yeah.
That's
It's beautiful.
Cute. Her logo. Oh, so sweet. Thank you.
Stash Lounge.
Yes.
Is a great yarn shop we've been to several times in Calgary. They've kind of got I feel like they've got everything. They have a new line of embroidery. It's called Palms and Knots. They're on Etsy, Palms and Knots. But I mean, their whole vibe is so fun and cute. This is the bake shop. So it's like donuts and croissants and buns and chocolate chip cookies.
Did I look really cool when that wasp came by?
You did. You were very cool. It's a whole kit.
It's
a whole kit. It's cross stitch. But I mean, they had a sushi one. They had something else. Like,
Oh my god.
such cute. And these little cats here, those are her cats. I'm giving that away. But you can open it.
Well,
Everything's in it. The hoop, the embroidery,
here's
the
the
needles.
thing. With cross stitch, you have to count, right?
Just kind of, yeah, sort of. But just at the beginning, like where you find your center. And then it's really easy to see.
Oh, it's a big chart, you guys.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
great.
That is a good chart.
Listen, very well done.
That is a good kit.
So I don't know how long she's been doing this
Does
thing.
she have a cat one?
I didn't see a cat one. I would have bought it for you for sure. But
Love it.
so cute. Like I had a hard time choosing, and I just thought it's kind of
Love
pink.
it. Love it. Love
It's
it. Love
going to
it.
go into breast cancer for sure. So I loved it. Knit City had their merch.
I do love their merch.
So one of those is going to a giveaway for sure.
I love the pink you were mentioning.
Like, come on. They killed
Yeah.
it. Killed it.
I wonder if it's available online after.
If
there was any left.
If there's none sold out, you can go
Yeah.
to the Knit Social website and hit the shop button.
These are collectors. These are what you get at every show, you guys. Like those
Right.
little sacks. Love them.
Right.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah. And they're just the perfect
Can I have
thing.
those too?
You
No.
have one.
I do.
You have one of each. I said to the girl, "Oh, I
I
think
love seeing all your stuff.
I know it's fun, right? It's a surprise." Okay, another vendor that I was so surprised to learn about.
Okay.
What's this?
I was
Oh,
tired
yeah.
this morning.
These are other things I got from Stash too. Look at this. I got a tiny little, you can have this. It's a mini bagoo, but
Hello
it's,
Kitty.
yeah.
Why on earth did you pick a Hello Kitty? I can see that for you. That's
Can
so
you?
cute.
Okay.
Yes.
It's actually the tiny bagoo.
Oh, those are good.
They're a really good size for a knitting project bag. Stash had
Who
those.
had? Oh, did
Stash.
they?
Yes. So
Oh,
that's a pattern you can get pretty much lots of places.
Okay, I can see
But
you
the
with the veggies.
size is very nice. Like it's half, not even half the size of the other ones. It's a perfect knitting bag.
Or like in your purse for like one or two things at the grocery store.
Very
bag.
small.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So, Alexandra Stratcotter is an embroidery designer,
She was lovely.
and she just happens to live where? Oh, in Edmonton. She's published a book.
Oh, has she published a book? Yes. Does she
We
have
just
kits?
discovered her.
Yes.
We just discovered her, and obviously we're the last ones to know about these things.
I'm being so cool. Okay.
Listen, getting stung hurts like a bitch.
Right.
so-
So, how have we not heard of her?
I know.
Is beyond me. Her book is spectacular
It's
because I think the
gorgeous.
trend right now is embellishing our knits, and I want to continue it. Look,
It's the perfect.
you can't give it
Don't
away.
steal my book. It's got my name in it. But look, she's also got the little ready to stitch sets. So look for these very soon in the Grocery Girl shop. We are going to carry Alexandra's stuff and even some kits, I think.
I would like to get her book.
Yeah. Okay, good.
We're going to get her
Yay.
book too.
I bought this embroidery kit. Don't you mock me. It's totally happening. I love
Look,
bees.
here she is.
I love bees and I love daisies. I mean, she was Listen, this
Lovely.
embroidering on your wool, like on mittens, hats, whatever.
This needs to be a class.
Well, wouldn't that
This
be
needs
great?
to be, she needs to be a teacher.
So she does teach. So you get all the patterns in that book where you can photocopy them, but she also gives you a QR code where you can print them off.
On whatever you want to print it
Whatever,
off on.
yeah. So now anyway, I'm going to leave that in there. But I bought a kit. I absolutely adore bees and I love daisies.
Lots
And
of collar embellishments. And, oh my gosh.
She has a whole season. There's 4 different collar things for the seasons.
These kits were amazing, you guys.
Listen, the first day I looked at her booth and it was jammed full of products. And I went back the second day and it was way sold down. Like she did she had a great weekend. She was also partnering. I know. She's very creative. If only she lived near us. So she's
it's kind of amusing now. Like wouldn't it be boring if we knew what we were talking about?
There's no At some point you would think it would happen, but it's not going to. Anyway, her company's Florals and Floss. So Florals and Floss Embroidery, follow her on Instagram. Go to the website and get the emails, all that good stuff.
Gorgeous.
And she gave me, she's like, oh, you're buying so much stuff. I'm going to give you a needle minder. So I picked the bee magnetic needle minder to go with my bee kit.
Another kit you won't make.
Probably, Jodi.
But one day.
But I might.
One day when we
This
don't have
one's
to
literally calling my name.
Tracie.
I love these and I love daisies.
Why not spend 10 minutes a day on it?
Yeah, you're right.
It's one of those things. It's just like
And
what's the word? Methodical. What's the word?
Listen, I had a hard time the other day. I couldn't think of the word archaeology, and I'm like,
Oh.
there's something wrong with me.
No, I know. It's brain fog. It's menopause.
Yeah.
But like that,
But
you know,
see
where
how
it's
it's even printed? Like, this could not be easier for me. This is the way to start. DIY modern embroidery. So, Alexandra, you're calling my name.
I love it.
And yes, we're going to get a bunch of stuff in Grocery Girls, so I'm going to send her an email.
So that's amazing. I love it.
Butterflies, watermelon. She had so many cool. Listen, we've got some amazing Canadian embroidery.
Where was she when we were doing our class for embroidery on your socks?
Right.
So when I was at the marketplace on Saturday, I had the absolute pleasure of meeting Moonrose. And I was talking to you about her. And I said, you missed Moonrose. She came by the booth. She had crocheted her own top.
Yes.
She had crocheted her own top just for the show. And it had a pouch that she crocheted on that she had. It's a double pouch, actually.
Like an artist.
Because the front part of it had her money or her card or whatever. And then the middle had her knitting.
See?
So she was hands-free when she needed to be.
How cool is
and
that?
And she wanted me to have her picture. So I took her picture.
I love
and
that.
She wanted me to show it on the podcast.
Moonrose, here you go. Everybody's going to see.
See, that's her top, you guys.
So she's opening the pouch here.
Yeah.
And then.
Actually, that's the part where the money went in. But when you close the flap and the portion between that and your chest was open with her knitting.
Oh my gosh. Totally nailed it with the whole custom idea.
She was so lovely to meet. So, and someone just said she's here. So I wanted to make sure I said, hello, Moonrose. It was so good to meet you.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Tracie, didn't get the pleasure, but maybe next time.
Yes, maybe next time.
Next time.
Okay.
What's next?
We were talking about how much we love the Tin Can Knits app.
Yes.
Still true.
Love.
It is phenomenal. And I use it all the time for their patterns and stuff. There's also Knit and Note was at Knit City. And I think they were there last time. I have to explore it more. I don't know enough about it. But the lady was so lovely. We had such a good chat. I think they're actually opening up a shop on their app too soon. Like now I'm following them on Instagram. Actually, they've got the cutest posts. They do such a good job with their posts. And they're going to have yarn and things like that they love on their app.
So you can find your next project in their library on the app. You can yarn and needle your stash in the app.
Yeah.
Project pages with details and notes and the projects you're using. organize your personal patterns, row counter tools, personal stats and badges, and inspire and be inspired by your community.
And listen, I feel like 100 because I said to her, oh my gosh, I'm still that person that prints my patterns, but I have my phone on me all the time. This is really the way things are going. I need to branch out.
I can see where you're at home, you like a paper pattern, but leaving your house,
But what if I lose it? What if I wreck it?
It's so great to have those tools on you at all times that you can just.
And I say that I print my patterns because I like circle the size everywhere and I write little notes. I really do. There's not one pattern I knit that there isn't some kind of a note written on it.
Jay just said she prints her patterns, but she does love this pattern.
Okay.
I hope they love this pattern. This app, I guess you would call it.
Anyway, such a lovely chat with the lady.
Okay, good.
She was very patient with me, and she was probably like, "Oh
Look
my
at that
God.
that oldie that just left.
How old are you?" Anyway, they had this really cute thing where you pulled a mini pom pom out of a bag you couldn't see, and you won a prize. And then I felt guilty for taking the prize because I'm not even an app user yet. I got a needle gauge.
Brilliant. Who doesn't love a game?
How cute is that?
Yes.
So thank you so much for that. I'm totally keeping it.
You know what they could have done?
I love a good tool.
Like on Price is Right, where you price the items, like price the yarn. Like,
How
is
much?
this
Like, you
more
have to
expensive
guess?
or is this more expensive? And then you flip it down, right?
Jodi, we should keep that game
No.
in the back pocket.
Nobody's going to take that. That's going to be our next game on our next event.
You guys, we love a game, and a game that's got a knitting theme. We're totally into it.
At the event, the kickoff party on Friday night, we co-hosted with Amanda and Fiona. And
Yes.
we really didn't. We talked ahead that we were going to maybe, have they had the
2 hours goes fast.
Yes, so they had the dancers, and that was going to be part of it. I had a game like guess the person on your back, kind of like an icebreaker thing. I didn't even take it out of my bag.
No. And I mean, it goes fast, and it was really a social thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't sitting at tables.
It was different.
I mean, I love a games
Yeah.
night, don't get me wrong. But I just feel like the 2 hours flew by, and it was so great. But yeah, I love a game. We'll totally do that.
Oh my God.
We did it once already, and I think everybody really enjoyed it. So it's totally a do-over. You know who else I saw and was teaching, and people were crazy about her classes? Megan Nodecker, who is Pip and Pin.
It seemed like every person we asked, I just took Megan's perfect fit sweater class.
So her sweater was about modifying fit for your perfect body, like gold. If you could get into that class and you love to knit sweaters, I feel like we should all take that one. Anyway, and she's just a real sweetheart. So I had finally a nice chat with her.
I know, she's lovely.
And she makes these beautiful
I didn't know.
stitch markers. And I picked those ones for you.
Thank you.
She said, I would love to give you a little gift. I picked yellow, this beautiful sunny, and they're like crystally.
You guys, they're very, I don't know if it's picking up, but they're very sparkly.
They're gorgeous. So if you're looking for stitch markers, also Megan has.
Megan, thank you so much.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It's
So
my
talented.
favorite thing to have pretty things on my knitting.
I said to her, oh my God, these are so much work. And she said, I love it. Like, I just love the putting together. And our friend Lolly, who's Ocean Loop, said the same thing.
It's
like,
so good for your brain.
Yeah.
To do that and just sit and just be with yourself and not have to think about too much.
And it's a different kind of artistry. It's a
Yeah.
different kind of putting things together.
That's
So
amazing.
it's so good.
I love it so much, Megan. God, they're beautiful.
Aren't they
Yeah, her
sparkly?
taste
I
is
love a little bit of
is
sparkle.
beautiful.
So Ochre Lee, O-C-H-R-E, and then L-E-A, is also an Edmonton-based artist
Right?
who does funky. So there we go, Ochre Lee. And she does this thing. I don't want to pretend like I know, but
It's
she did
swirling.
mention something about oil printing.
Yes, it's
leather.
swirling it and then kind of immersing it on and grabbing
And
that.
so
Yes.
this kind of funky stuff, there's like no two that are the same.
You know how they
right?
used to do nail polish and then you did it like
I
that? There's
think
lots of things.
so.
You can do on silk scar. It's a really beautiful art.
Her booth is full of amazing things.
She should teach it as a class.
She
and I'll
is a
take it.
teacher. She was teaching at Nit City. She made They made a scissors sheath, so you brought your scissors and she taught you how to make a custom.
But I would like to learn how to do the painting
I
part
think
of
she
it.
does stuff like that.
I would
so we'll
love
have
that.
to keep our eye out for it. But this is a leather journal that is refillable. So it's got the elastic in here, so when your book is done, you just pop in a
Love
new
that.
one.
That's beautiful.
Breast cancer giveaway.
She had a ton of projects, you guys. She has like pouches and purses
Yeah.
and like
wallets.
wallet. It's beautiful.
More than just crafting tools.
Yeah.
But things like wallets and bags and stuff like that. Big fan of like handmade things. Handmade kind of everything, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
So that was really fun. And yes, she's a Edmonton maker, which is really cool to see local, because I don't see her stuff anywhere else. I
Just
guess
at
you
the
just have to get it
shows.
online, right? Go to her online shop.
Ochre, Leah. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm not even pronouncing it right. I have something to tell you.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay, after this.
See, like this is a beautiful little leather pouch that she's made. It's just a whole bunch of, oh, see there? She's doing some silk screening on there. Some of them are like printed with patterns, but the one that you were showing,
I've
is the
seen her do it.
swirl, but this is like screen printing on some leather as well.
So yeah, she
She's
creates some pattern. Like it's really
beautiful.
funky, and things are always this kind of pastel neon, like very, very
that
fun
bag.
colors. Yeah, that's amazing. Wow.
Wow is right.
Wow.
So there's tons of shapes and different things.
And
Check
I mean,
her
lots
out.
of price points. So like she does little leather stitch markers at the like. See? Oh, that's so cute. Who wouldn't want to make that? Like you could have brought your sewing scissors, I think, to this
I
class.
love it. Anyway, oh look at this tote bag, you
Wow.
guys.
Okay.
So it's
See?
beautiful. Yeah,
Fun,
yeah.
fun. Speaking of pronunciation,
Okay.
we were talking about Elin Hildebrand, the author.
I think it's Ellen.
It is Ellen. 100% it's Ellen.
Do you know why? Because I just listened to her book.
So she has a podcast on Spotify is where I listen to it. Books, Beach and Beyond. I actually love the conversations with the authors. And also this is Jodi Picoult. It's very French. It looks like a French name and it's pronounced
She said Jodi Picoult.
Picoult.
Isn't it funny because when I now listen to the books,
Yeah.
you get the correct pronunciation. There was somebody else that I thought
I
to
just
myself,
love knowing the right way.
I had no idea.
Right. And I don't know that's the end of the world. And I'm sure lots of people say Elin. It's Ellen.
Okay.
It's Ellen.
Her latest book was excellent.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I am reading such a good book right now.
Are you? What is it?
I always have to
We're in book talk, you
look
guys.
it up. I'll have to give it to you and I'll put it in our Instagram stories. It's unbelievable. It's such a juicy story and it's
Well, what's so juicy about it?
just the story goes from when they were children to adults. The storyline and the
Do you know the name
things.
of it?
No, not offhand.
Okay, that's okay.
I could look it up, but people don't want to wait for that.
Uh-huh.
I have one more thing that I bought, and then we have a very. What about you?
No, I'm busy. I'm looking at books.
Okay. I mean, I
looking at
could
new
go in
books.
my Amazon and look for you.
No, I'm not looking for that book, but I just opened the book and it's just, I just want to
It's amazing. I'm
read all the
planning on
books.
sharing it anyway. Honestly, I usually just read at bedtime. I'm now thinking, like, when can I sneak 15 minutes of my book because it's so good.
Did we show this last time?
No.
Okay. Tracie put me onto this one. This was amazing. Thriller, like suspenseful.
Super creepy. Like, I feel like it's got to be a movie at some point.
Has to do with a nanny and a rich family, but listen or read this.
It's creepy. It's creepy. And there's a second one. There's a second.
This was my first Frida.
McFadden.
First one.
I loved it.
She's a good writer.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay. I was in the Ancient Arts booth when I got my sock yarn. And this yarn it's called Heritage.
That color.
Fingering. I don't know if they have DK and worsted. This is sheep from Alberta, spun in Alberta, dyed in Alberta. It's spun at the custom woolen mills.
Is this her new base?
Remember, I'm sure it was in Canmore.
I think this is the DK I bought.
And this is the fingering weight.
God, I love it.
And this green that she had.
Ridiculous.
I couldn't say no. It's called Cypress. I'm going to make a vest. And I just said to her, is this enough for a vest? She goes, oh, yeah. So it's on you, Carolyn, if I don't get my vest out of this, who is just the most lovely.
Do you love her?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to talk yarn,
oh, this woman,
you need to find Carolyn.
Wool. You want to talk wool and sheeps and anything related to that?
Oh my gosh, so fun.
She's amazing.
And really the whole booth, everybody in it was phenomenal.
Oh,
and then
beautiful.
I'm paying and she shoves this one in my bag.
Wow.
It's like the most beautiful hand painted. So it's the same yarn and the colorway Frolic. And it's on the white base. And this one they dyed on the gray base.
Look how deep and rich that color is. She dyed it though, right? Like everything's... But
she dyed the yarn. She said she's seen the kids playing with the sheep and she works very closely with custom wool and
she
Spillet.
ate the sheep.
Right.
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
Shish kebab. Lamb shish kebab.
First we're going to take their wool, then we're going to deal with dinner.
Just kidding.
Listen, I can't eat lamb anymore. I don't eat lamb anymore.
I never liked lamb
just under
anyway.
principle. I didn't eat it a lot, but I don't eat it anymore, and that's just me. But it is something that feels, it's like woolen spun wool. Like it doesn't feel scratchy for sure, but you feel it and you go, oh, this is the best sweater yarn. Like
I totally think that this is the base that I got in DK.
She had a big swatch knit up from 3 millimeters to 5 millimeters. Like she had maybe 5 different gauges you could knit this to. So
this is spectacular.
It was amazing.
I was going to say the bounce and the fluff on this, I am not surprised she did that.
She was telling me the story about how the twist got done because she said they were spinning it a different way. And she's like, no, this is what I would like it to look like this. So they really worked very closely and very hard on the way this yarn came out.
See, this is the stuff that I love.
I said to her, you're geeking me out. I'm having so much fun. Like, tell me all about it.
We should have Carolyn here for a weekend. I don't know. She's
it would
so
be amazing. She said, I said to her, we've still never been to your shop. They have an Ancient Arts yarn shop in Calgary. You can go and shop.
We were going to do that
everything.
Thursday. I don't even know if they would have been open. But...
She said, I would love you to come up. I would love to show you my dye studio.
Yeah.
I would love to have a visit. So it's got to happen.
We could do a little series on like start to finish, like with her, like do a little snippets and put a little video together. Anyway.
And she was, if you guys were in Calgary, CTV News did a giant...
expose.
That was the word in my head, but that's not right. It's sort of like a preview of Nit City the day on Thursday.
No, I think expose doesn't have to mean like scandalous. Expose doesn't
I feel like
just
there's
mean like a
they're
feature?
Uncovering something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
A
feature is
feature.
probably a better word.
Okay.
But they interviewed Carolyn. They interviewed Aaron from Lily and Pine. They interviewed Fiona. They showed the venue. They talked to the local dyers. Like, and what I heard was the reporter who did that, his wife is a mega knitter. So she was like, Nit City's in town, and that's a big deal. And she convinced him.
It is a big deal.
So he said, all right, I'll go see
It was
what
so
this
good.
is all
It was
about.
several minutes long.
It was really nice way to bring our crafting into like the mainstream.
Yeah.
Like that was on their nightly news at 6:00 kind of thing where everybody's watching.
It broadcasted in Edmonton too, someone said. Edmonton and Calgary.
Well, on our Edmonton channel?
Someone said that.
Okay. Anyway, so good. So thank you, knitter lady with the husband that's a reporter.
I think Teacher must be the McFadden book. This is 2024. The other one was 2022.
I'm going to show you because I gushed so much about what this book was. I'll show you really quickly because I just bought it.
I haven't come across very many people that are not as passionate, because we're all passionate, but like the need to know everything about this start to finish fiber process that Carolyn has. Like just her knowledge in this, it's just incredible.
History of the sheep, history of the breed.
I've never come across someone like that. Like Anna would be similar, I think, where she's like so passionate about like farm to table, like farm to needle.
Well, and I just think this is really special. As an Alberta maker, this is 100%
Farm to table.
Alberta. Not
No,
actually. Farm
farm
to
to
needle.
needle.
Literally, like it's got, and I mean, we're not in some giant part of the world, but the whole shebang from sheepy to my vest is going to be local.
Yeah.
And I love that kind of
Tracie,
stuff.
this is incredible.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, can you imagine? It's going to be
I
stunning.
can imagine. And I'm really just thinking a very simple vest, so I'll find a pattern. But the color's amazing. You guys, this is the book. All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker.
Ah!
It is, and I mean, obviously, I see that he's got another book, so I'm going to totally read that. It is like nothing I've ever read.
You must have told me already. It's in my library.
It's such.
Okay, that'll be my next listen.
I'm not even done yet.
Okay. That'll be my next one.
I just think it's really interesting, and
I love
the
these book
characters are amazing, and it's
recommendations.
like all over the place.
Yes.
Anyway, if you like it's a love story, it's a thriller, it's a murder mystery, it's all of that.
Yes, please. Do you know who I met? Amber. Our very first Ravelry member.
No way.
Yes, she was lovely.
Okay, so I remember when we found out that too.
I think you'd met her. Did you meet her before?
I don't know, but I remember when somebody
Yes.
said, I'm the first person that joined your Ravelry
Amber.
group. Aw,
She was in Calgary.
you guys.
She said,
that's
I'm
awesome.
really the first Amber, she said.
Right.
I said, you may be.
Well, we'll have to start calling our Amber number 2.
There you go.
2.0. She'll love that. She will love that. Are we done with our knitting? Because we have a giant announcement today that we probably...
I forgot about that. And then I have Frankie Gray at the end. So
Okay.
yes.
Also, you guys, I got the most beautiful gift from my friend Nancy, who lives in Vancouver. She's Nancy Walker Talking Clay. She is a phenomenal artist. I am such a fan, and I got completely traded. Look, little flower in the bottom.
I love Nancy Walker.
So much. She's the mother of Amanda, the Crafty Jackalope. So the creative genes are
Strong.
many in their family. And I will just use the heck out of this. Nobody else gets to use it. And I love ferns.
I know. And who knows? I got the other one. Mine is, so beautiful. I didn't bring it.
She, I mean, you'll see her work in art studios and stuff. She also makes these little black chickens, and you flip them over, and there's the egg underneath. And I've got 2 on my windowsill in my kitchen. I think of Nancy every single day.
Yeah, I love that
Because of
woman.
her chickens. Anyway, she's phenomenal. We missed her this weekend.
Usually Vancouver. This to me was a whole other Knit City. Like it didn't replace Knit City Vancouver.
No.
Because Knit City Vancouver, we have so many traditions and things we do.
We have
and
to think
people
of
we
new
see.
ones.
This was our first Knit City Calgary.
So if Knit City comes back, will Frankie Gray go back to Knit City? It's so easy when you can
Yes.
just drive everything up.
Yes.
Yeah.
The booth would be tweaked and different, but yes, we had
That's
the best
fun, though.
experience. Yeah. I mean, we might consider, I don't think, our calendar doesn't work, I don't think, but we would consider Vancouver, date depending.
Okay, you can make a
let's-
holiday out of it. Jeff thought we were driving a trailer, like behind your
That would
truck.
have made me more nervous.
I said to him, no, it was a giant cube van. And you guys, I don't know if you've driven a U-Haul truck like that. Jodi and I had to yell. We're
It
not
wasn't
far
The
apart.
cube van was like the regular, this was like a
This was bigger?
15-footer. This is like a cargo truck.
Okay, well, it was so funny.
It was so, but good because I drive a Suburban.
Like-
so it didn't feel completely out of my wheelhouse.
And the highway from Edmonton to Calgary is pretty straight and pretty flat. So it was like, if you're going to do it, do it.
That thing, Shane's like, well, you might take a little longer because that's not going to go very fast. That thing can go 130, no problem.
September, for Knit City Vancouver 2025. I got to put it on the calendar. We're not missing it.
Yeah, we are.
Are we?
Maybe. Okay.
I got to be more aware of what we've booked.
You know what I got to do? I got to.
Nancy! Hi, Nancy.
Sending love and kisses to you, Nancy. This wasp, I've never.
Okay, but we've got wasp traps out there. He's smelling the sugar in your drinks. I don't even normally see them out here. I'm honest.
I'm going to get rid of my drink. I'm going to just.
And he only likes you.
Okay, we're going on a trip.
This is the big news. We've been keeping a huge secret, like huge and exciting. So it's been very, very hard to keep a secret.
Do you want to read it first?
Can you read it?
Travel with us to Scotland.
We're loving the trips, the experiences with makers, the small groups that you can get together and have these vacation / fiber experiences. So we are working with knitting tours, and next October we are going to bring a group to Scotland. I feel like a knitter's got to go to Scotland.
Right.
So it's 9 nights and only 5 locations, which I love. Most of the places we go, we get 2 nights in.
There was
each.
only one place last time that we did 2 nights, which was totally fine. We knew
Yeah.
it was a bus tour. I really like that you can have 2 nights at 5 locations.
We're going to start in Edinburgh. We're going to see all kinds of history. We're going to delve into all kinds of traditions. We're going to have workshops. And we hope that you guys want to come with us because it's a very small group, 1 bus, a big coach, like a big rock star bus that everybody's very comfortable on.
The people, it's the same tour company that Amanda and Fiona had used. It is
Many,
Laura Nelkin uses them. There are several.
yeah.
But they're so incredible. We thought, of course, we're going to partner with them. And we thought we loved Ireland and the experience that Amanda and Fiona created. And so we thought, let's do Scotland.
I think so. And it's really...
Let me just tell you, right at the top of our website, grocerygirlsknit.com, there is a blog post and everything is in there that any question you have will be there.
It is not... You can't register yet. We'd like you to save the date, but I'd love you to read it, see if that's something you'd like to do. When we did our tour, we ended up making it a vacation and stayed a little bit longer, but it really is a really nice length of time for a trip. And we're going to see so many beautiful things. And the tour guides are always amazing.
We're going to try and find Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster.
Right.
I'm just saying we're going on a Loch Ness cruise.
Who loves Outlander?
So all the details are there. The daily itinerary, the stops you're going to do, the nitty / fibery things and classes you're going to take. The pricing is there. The things that aren't included, the things that are included. It's a need to know or what you need to know booklet.
And of course, send us any emails if you have any questions.
Yeah.
But we wanted to announce that today. It is coming over a year from now. So October 1st next year.
Yeah, 2025.
Yes.
We are going to have it live for sale next Friday, August 30th.
Yes.
Friday, August 30th, 9. We're not going to do a time yet. We want to make it so it's accessible for everybody. Would that be afternoon?
We'll figure it out.
Anyway, we will let you know.
Probably in the morning.
It'll be on the website.
Like 8 a.m. or something like that, our mountain time.
We are going to podcast again next week.
Yes.
And it'll be a reminder. We'll send you out an email. We just wanted we wanted to do it right this time, where we gave everybody time to think about it.
It's not we've been learning from our cruises. We've been enjoying the cruises so much, and these retreat we did with Amanda and Fiona. We've always said how much we loved having a group that you get to spend some time with, right? Instead of like 2 seconds at a marketplace somewhere, you get to meet people and
you're with them
spend
24 hours a day.
And you dine with everybody and you have these experiences. So if Scotland's ever been on your bucket list, we would love to go with you.
There was women from Scotland or from Ireland at Nit City.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. Anyway, it was so good. So we are...
It's also something you could bring a partner on.
Yeah, there was partners that came,
Yeah.
non-knitting partners that came.
Yeah.
Because it's not non-stop knitting things.
No.
So the partner could just wander wherever we were or
it's
just
a lot of
chill
history,
back.
a lot of, but a lot of like our stops are craft related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 29 less us, so 27 people. it's intimate. We wanted to keep it small.
Yeah.
And
one bus. We're all
excited.
traveling together, and it really is super fun. So
Sign up for our
thank you for
newsletter.
checking
Don't
that out.
forget.
Yeah.
Don't
that's
forget.
Gonna go out.
At grocerygirlsknit.com, I'm going to do it again just to show you, because we still get people, I don't know where to sign up for your email. So as soon as you go on,
We'll have to get the thing that pops up instead of.
as soon as you sign on to our grocerygirlsknit.com, this is what you're going to see. There's a menu to navigate here. But as soon as you scroll down all the way to the bottom, you guys, right here, all you have to do is put in your email and click the blue button. I'm able to do it too for you. So anyone who says I'm having trouble, I just copy their email and I do it for them.
Yeah.
But it's super easy right at the very bottom of our webpage.
Okay.
Wasn't that fun?
Something exciting to really look
Fun,
forward
fun.
to. So thank you for that. Okay.
Okay, guys.
I actually forgot one thing.
do it.
Okay, I want to show you. Our friends Lois and Joy. Bustani baskets were your
I'm
neighbor.
moving my cup. Hang on. Jesus.
Bustani
pardon me.
baskets. They're in Vancouver, right?
Yes, they are.
So Bustani baskets.
Lois
Lois and Joy. Lois was
not
there.
well. I mean, Joy was sick and we missed her.
I think Joy was supposed to be at another thing, and then she was not well and that kind of thing. But we've spoken about Bustani before. They have these amazing hand-woven baskets.
I didn't see this basket.
By a collective over in Africa. Lois's auntie is one of the weavers. It's very special and personal. This one is going to be in one of our breast cancer packages.
Now that we're traveling, maybe South Africa's on our list now.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be an
Yes.
amazing
Oh my
place
gosh.
to go?
Listen,
Africa?
Yes, I would
I
love
shouldn't
it.
say South Africa because I don't know. I don't think it is
I'm
South
not
Africa.
sure exactly. It's actually all the information's on their website.
Yeah.
So these are all hand woven, multiple colors. This one's actually woven out of plastic bag, like recycled plastic bags. You would never know. You would never know.
The quality is impeccable.
And all of their styles, like I have a bunch of different ones at this point, but I don't have the one that you can wear like a handbag. So that's what I got for myself this time. And it's kind of like a bluey gray, and then the sisal, which is a grass
I love that. Oh, it's
in
soft.
Africa, and it dries out and it's super, super strong. So I love it. That's what I got this time.
These are spectacular.
I know. I know.
Spectacular.
I know. I agree. All the way around. These are just so fun to
We're
support.
going to have to do a new fun color for some sweater quantities for the giveaway. Pink,
Okay.
Something wearable. Maybe that
Okay.
high tea and maybe another one.
Okay. That would be amazing. Wow.
Wow, you guys.
I have to get more
Hello from
organized for
Coldwater,
that.
Ontario, Denise.
Hello.
So, because we know that not everyone can travel to Nit City Calgary, Frankie Gray Fiber would love to extend a special weekend to everybody. But we had in mind the people who weren't able to be
That's
at the
awesome.
show. So what we are going to do is a couple of things.
Everybody, it was amazing to see this bag walking around the marketplace.
This bag was really fun.
It was.
So we are going to, starting right now, I haven't put the code in yet for free shipping or zero shipping. Anyway, we'll do it automatically. Everybody's going to get free shipping this weekend.
Wow.
Because you couldn't shop.
Jodi, that's huge.
We're extending free shipping. We're also going to be, every order this weekend is going to get one of these bags.
Wow.
And every order this weekend is going to get one of our new tape measures.
What a party.
It's
Jodi,
It's not
that's awesome.
It's a really good tape measure, but it really wasn't the best one to emboss your logo, just because it's.
But I like that texture.
It's the pebbled leather. It's a leather tape measure. So everyone's going to get the tape measure. Everyone's going to get the bag. And the other thing we have is, if you buy, I thought Jordan sent me with the error. Oh, she did. If you buy,
She packed a bag for you?
Yeah, she did. This is our Taylor Swift collection.
Is it US or just Canada? Everywhere, right?
Everybody.
Everywhere.
Free shipping weekend. These are 50-gram skeins. And there's 11 Taylor Swift albums. So this is all her eras, including the Poets one at the end here. We have Fingering and we have Decay. if you buy one of these collections that comes to $154, it's 5.5 skeins of yarn. You will get the corresponding Eras yarn for free.
What?
You'll get this for free.
I love that color.
The Eras is not in here. This is all the Eras combined. These are the individual Eras.
Wow.
And then this is the combined. You will get a free full skein.
Go Frankie Gray.
So that's that. It's all in stock yarn. So any yarn that we had, we filled the shop. So it is full. And you know what we were really proud?
This is a yarn party.
Really proud to have done is we did 1 million of these yarn sets. We did the minis.
They were phenomenal.
So you'll find 20-gram minis in this colorway, but you'll also find the 50-gram minis in the same. I just bought a selection of different ones.
50 grams is awesome.
This is 2.5 skeins.
And so much that you can do with that.
So much. I brought some patterns just to show you guys what you can do with minis, but we were really proud of the different mini sections, the minis that we put together. So you'll find fingering DK in this colorway. You'll also find 50s and 20s in everything I'm showing. And there's like a dozen different more.
You guys had mini skein heaven. It was so gorgeous.
So how about these mini skein, these 50-gram skeins, and then you add a few of your own for like a new Frankie V stripe,
Right.
right?
Or even that Magpie Darling.
Yeah.
Like it's a fingering weight.
Yeah. So I just wanted.
There's so much you can do with that.
So I wanted to show you, for example, this is that beautiful. This is the Cozy Classic, perfect kind of base recipe for a sweater.
This was DK.
That you can use these really fun.
Yeah, get the DK minis.
Get the DK minis.
You could also hold fingering double.
You could
Nobody's gonna.
Right.
You could
'Cause
absolutely
I
do
have
that.
both, right? Fingering DK. So that's a pattern. I have.
And a short sleeve sweater
Yeah.
is surprisingly not that much yarn for the main color. Because you're not doing sleeves. It's like a third less.
Exactly.
So if you haven't knit a short sleeve, please knit a short sleeve.
Exactly.
You're going to love it.
This is Tracie's Parkview hat, and we have this mini set.
Oh, that's so cute.
Right?
Yeah, your
mini
colors
set.
are amazing.
And I showed this last time, but these Colorwork hats, people sometimes think, what do I do with the mini set? Tons. Especially the 50-gram
That is
set.
out of this world.
This is a mini set we have in the shop, and it's pinks and reds.
I love that one.
This was a sample knit for me.
Wow.
But it's got it's a kind of a gradient. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. And then like a main color.
I love a scrappy version of that too, right? Like whatever you've got. Ooh.
This is my new obsession. This is electric watermelon, but with this evergreen color. So that's
And the navy.
That's another mini
What
set.
color is that blue? What's that?
This is
Oh, it's
charcoal.
gray.
Charcoal.
Oh, it's gray. I love that. And Phantom?
Yep.
Wow.
That's another mini set. This is Tracie's Happy Play sock. That's another one of those ones that she's striping it for you, but this is like endless
Do
possibilities.
whatever you want. Yes, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
With Kate's green and
Some of
that's,
my testers, they did like 3 in one color, 3 in another color, 3 in like. I feel like you just get creative and
so
do your own thing.
One
whatever
mini
makes you
set
happy.
can do her socks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just a minute. And then here's a hat. This is a tin can knit hat. It's called the Sunshine Hat.
Look at that pom pom.
I know, this is from the Grocery Girls. Kind of just
That's bloody perfect.
matches, right? But a mini set, right? We have the mini set in this. So I just showed you,
Jodi,
wanted
that's
to
such a
show
good
you a
idea.
few examples of what to do with mini sets. So free bag,
Free tape measure.
free tape measure, and free shipping all weekend.
And the Taylor Swift fans are going to be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what? I just watched a documentary on that whole Scooter Braun Taylor Swift
It was
thing.
awful what
So
he did to
bad.
her music. Reputation's coming, not yet. Her last album, the Taylor version. There's so many theories, but it's coming soon because it's her last album.
I
to
still don't
recoup.
know what the heck, like all the details, but just the
Yeah.
whole
She's incredible.
base of
I
that.
love her.
Yeah.
She's an amazing person. She's just an amazing person. You might not
Yeah.
love her music. It might not be your thing.
Right.
But we're big Taylor Swift fans. in
When
our
does the
house.
weekend start?
Now. Starts now. Every order placed now and every order placed this week. If you
So
place
what
an
about
order.
the free shipping? Is there a code or should people just, are you refunding people? Or?
I'll refund whoever's placed an order, but it isn't her last album. Okay, Jordan, thank you. Apparently it's not her last album. But I'm going to do the free shipping right now. It's going to be an automatic code. It's going to be a sale this weekend. You don't have to worry about it. It's going to be free shipping for everybody. And then all the goodies added.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Wow.
We brought so much good stuff home. We wanted to find a home.
Yes,
so that's
yes,
why
yes.
we're encouraging.
And if anybody's doing the whole like knitting for gifts thing, start now.
That's kind of what
or
we
get
got
your yarn
too.
now, and then it's there when you want to whip up a hat one weekend.
I just want to mention, you guys, we saved this stuff till the end, but I wanted to mention you guys, I swear, we're gonna have to place another order.
No way.
The Fox and Pine Notions Nook.
Yes.
The little boxes.
We keep increasing our order
came with
too.
the 4 orders. We've restocked, so they're there. But like as soon as we say they're restocked, they're gone.
Okay.
Not only because
I'll
I
email
think
her again.
Not only because no, we're good right now.
They
but
come fast.
Yeah.
We're space.
we just placed our 3rd order?
fast.
Anyway,
like
I just want to show you some of the ones that we got. So these are the stitch stoppers. Remember, for the needle, so the stitches don't fall off your needle. So there's a ghost,
there's all the Halloween fun things came.
a little witchy gnome.
And these are definitely seasonal. We won't carry these all year.
Cats and pumpkins.
Yeah, those are cute.
Because cats. These are really fun. Like a stained glass hexagon. I brought those. I saved these ones.
Oh yeah,
too.
love, right?
Oh, a skeleton. So cute.
Listen, this fox and
these
pine
are like
stitches,
clear polka dots. I got these, left these for you
so
too.
cute. Thank you.
These were really cute too. These are kind of the same idea where you're able to put these on one of each needle and it snugs up your stitches so they're not going to fall off.
Yes.
So those are in the shop as well.
Super handy.
It's in the same
and not
listing.
necessarily as big,
Yeah.
but they do the same thing. Yeah, super handy. Also really great for DPN people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, so nothing falls off.
So,
Okay, well, it's been a
fun
great
weekend.
week. And we're going to be back next week.
we're going to be back next week.
And I will have new things cast on for knitting.
Because we want to launch this properly. So we're going to come back next week and we're going to remind everybody that it's going to be Friday, August 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the morning. Let's say 9 a.m. Mountain. Should we say a time now? 8 a.m. Mountain time?
And I can sure.
Let's say 8 a.m. Mountain time.
Sure.
8 a.m. Mountain time, August 30th.
And I'm sending out an email in the next day or so with all of this information.
Yeah.
So you'll have it in your inbox if you get our emails. And of course, we'll post it on our grid. And we'll get all that information to you.
I have so many patterns I wanted to show you guys. How many? We've only been 2.5 hours. I'm just going to take a few minutes just to highlight a couple patterns that came out because there's some good ones. Next week, it might be fun to be like fall planning for like...
Ooh, I had one I wanted to share
gift
too.
knitting, right?
I had one I wanted to share
Oh,
too.
Jordan put the code on, so it's all good for free shipping now, guys.
I wanted to show you a sweater that just came out yesterday. Here's the bubble bandana that I'm going to cast on.
I had that on last time, you guys. Do you remember?
There were 2 amazing samples in the Frankie Gray booth. It's a pattern by Amanda Kafka. I love it. It's fuzzy. You can make it sparkly, but it is just gorgeous. You can just do it in DK if you want without sparkle.
So this is the Sunset Harbor Cowl by Tammy Gore. It's
that's
knit in the
pretty.
round and then I believe like stitched together. But look how gorgeous that is. That's working with DK yarn. Oh, I just love
I love
it.
that kind of stuff.
Something you can just throw on. Brand new pattern. It is DK, you guys.
This one just came out yesterday, or I was made aware of it yesterday. It's Root to Rise.
What?
Yes.
What's
By Catherine Clark, who you may know from Brooklyn General Store. She's phenomenal, amazing designer.
Root to Rise?
Root to Rise. So you've got a mirror of this floral motif and color blocking. It's such a beautiful sweater. And it is a sport weight. She designed it in La Vietnamese Sport Nouveau.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
But, you know, you can probably get this with a fingering weight too.
Okay, here we go. The first sweater I'm going to show, oh, you guys, it's so good. This is fingering held with, it's an 18 stitch gauge. There's so many yarns you can get, which I love. She happens to have knit it with a fingering held with a lace.
Oh.
It is called the Basically Perfect Sweater.
I love that name.
By Veronica Lindbergh. Oh, you guys.
Okay, that's Kiki or whatever.
Oh my God, it's so good.
She's great.
It's drop shoulder. It is so beautiful. It's soft.
I'm ready to knit a drop shoulder.
Pretty little details where she's used, I think it looks like maybe fingering held double for the ribbing. It's different. She's done something different with the ribbing, don't you think?
Maybe.
But it's fingering held, but you could knit
She's
that.
a phenomenal designer.
You could find your gauge with a sport weight. You could find fingering held with
lace.
lace.
It looks different.
And maybe not. Maybe it's just
Fingering
because it's
plus lace.
Yeah. Actually, maybe because it's just folded over, it looks double. Anyway,
Okay.
that's really good.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't have the fuzz on that
That's really
neckband.
good. The Petite Knitter has a new one. It's worsted. It's knit with Rosa Pomero
Brusca.
which is a worsted weight yarn. This is so good.
That's gorgeous. I love her work.
That's, the sun is shining in that photo. Hang on, maybe. Oh, this is a better one. Beautiful color work.
Nice round yoke. I
Yeah.
love that.
And don't forget, you can just extend that sleeve. You guys don't not knit it because you don't want a short sleeve.
you
Those
just
are
get more yarn for that
easy
color.
modifications.
And maybe it even says that in the pattern. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, this next one, you guys, it's knit with lace, but it's knit at a very big gauge, bulky. So it's kind of like gauzy. It's
Ooh,
called the
that's
Molly
pretty.
T. I thought this was really pretty. You know, just layered underneath with, you could even put a collared shirt, so the collared
Yeah.
shirt sticks out.
I can see that over the linen dresses.
You can
people
have
like
a
to wear.
tank top underneath. It could just be with little shorts and leather shorts and a tank top maybe.
Wow. Super pretty.
Oh, I just get, when I go in to do my homework for, you know, looking for patterns, I get so inspired. Everyone,
Oh, this is by Claudia.
yes, by you knit in Toronto. It's lace weight. It's 25 stitch gauge. It's probably not the gauge that I go to, but I think this item is stunning, you guys.
She does very elegant, pretty.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Not a very
She has a new book coming out.
right, and these are embroidered onto the sweater. It's a little rose and a little bow, but that piece is really beautiful. I think that's
I agree.
gorgeous. Very similar, I
Yeah.
think.
So she's got another book coming from Lina. Like, she had the children's one, and now it's the adult.
So this is
patterns.
lace and lace held together, 16 gauge, great gauge.
Wow.
And it's just a really fun kind of patterned, oversized. I thought the lines on this was really beautiful. I thought the sleeve was really beautiful. Just how it goes from when it's closer together and then it glides out and it ends with, you know, bigger sections between the rows. The trends this fall that I'm seeing when it's like big kind of oversized, big chunky knits.
cozy.
Yeah, which is really fun. Okay, so I have,
What does that say about me that I only want to knit things at a giant gauge?
this is a sport weight.
I want to whip out.
That's what I mean. I'm like 25 stitches. No, thanks. Pass.
I
But
think-
the item's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? This is from
Hello
Pam,
from the desert.
This is Pam Power's Adobe Mosaic Kerchief.
Oh, that's cute.
I think it's kind of on trend. We're all loving, this is sport weight, but we're all loving the smaller little neck items.
Yes.
But
Again,
this is a really beautiful color.
bang it out in a weekend, like a fun little thing.
Look at that, you guys. It's longer and narrow.
I'm going to wear that way more often than like a foreskin shawl. For me personally.
Right?
There's a lot of people that love the biggie shawl and love to wrap up in them.
Let's see. I think that's probably all. This designer, Flynn Knit, it's the Breckenridge beanie. She's amazing. I think her aesthetic
Oh,
and
that's
her
fun.
her
Another
phot-
mini skein project.
You should see, and her photography, Let me just show
I
you
don't know
guys.
that I know this.
Hang on. I think I follow her on Instagram, but look at her aesthetic when she does her.
Oh, I think I do. Yes, I follow.
Like, look at the hats and stuff, you guys. Her patterns are so inspiring. But look at her photography. She'll have it like around, and that's actual. She hasn't done like
Background.
app thing. This is her doing like the backgrounds.
And that's hard. That's the hard part. Unless you're a...
She's so creative.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Anyway, so those are just a few of the ones that I got inspired by this week.
Did we say we're going to Rhinebeck?
No. Ah, Rachel, you're here. We're live. Just for a few more minutes. We decided we've got something brewing. So we decided
Yeah,
we wanted to go to Rhinebeck. We are going to go as just kind of like we just said let's do it. We're just taking opportunities. We're excited to go. We're going to see all the sheep, the dancing alpacas. We're going to do a
How can you resist?
We'll do a meetup on the hill, right? Come say hello to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's nobody there, we'll get in line for cider donuts.
Right. We'll get in line to see Needles at the Ready.
Right.
Right.
Totally.
Oh, I feel like I got to cast on a Rhinebeck sweater.
Yeah, you do.
I really want to knit Andrew Mallory's one.
The frame?
Mm-hmm.
You should.
Or have it knit for me.
Do it in DK. Do it in DK.
I have the worsted.
You will like it better. Oh, yeah. Well, then go for it.
And it's woolen spun, right? Like
Yeah. And we live in a very cold place.
Yeah.
Jodi, you'll wear it a
I think
lot.
so. I love it so much.
Well, then you should cast
Here, I'm
on.
playing with my mustache hair. Anyone can relate? Mustache hair?
Oh, no. Can't
Jordan's
relate
like,
at
what's
all.
under your chin? I said, the clusters of hair that's growing overnight. That's what's under my chin.
I went and got a facial yesterday, which feels like so decadent in the middle of a week.
Did you love it?
I booked it a long time ago.
It feels...
Yes, it was great.
When you work from home, the days just flow
I know,
into
but it
one
still
another.
felt weird.
Yeah.
Microdermabrasion.
Did you?
I always come out of there and they're like, oh, you know,
We can't-
laser will help with broken
we can't help you.
capillaries and blah, 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 blah.
I don't know what you mean. My
And then
chin.
it's like, you come out and it's like, the serum's $200. The moisturizer's $200. And I'm like, yeah, I'll see you later. Anyway, it was a very nice facial.
Relaxing?
Yeah. And these like weird instruments first. Like, anyway.
They probably said, we can't help you.
Right.
You're
no,
too far
you're
gone.
beyond. How old
Damn.
are you? How old are you? 65?
They look at your face and go, damn.
Yeah. No, I did get skin vacuumed off, microdermabrasion. That felt good. Like she did half and half, and then the other half not. You could definitely tell the difference.
Could you?
It was such an old gift certificate my husband bought me. Like I'm trying to use up this gift certificate that I've had in my wallet for, I think it's been 2 years.
So
it was great.
okay. Would you do like the blood thing where they take your blood and put it in your face? Gross.
What?
No, it's a
No,
blood
that
facial.
sounds terrible.
Yeah.
No.
Your own blood.
No. I would do microneedling. I would do laser.
If my upper eyelids get so bad that I can't see, I get it for free. Someone said.
If I become visually impaired, I get free plastic surgery. Great.
Well, because I have hooded eyes, like
No, you
that's
do.
going to be a...
No, that's what I mean. You do get it, like government paid for.
Well, how much can I...
I don't know
know.
what that means, though.
Anyway, we tease and we have fun. I mean, yeah, the hair and all that, like everything that goes with
Oh my
menopause is shitty.
God.
I don't mind aging. Like, I don't mind.
No.
I'm not minding that I've got a wrinkle. Or two. But do you know what I mean?
No, it doesn't bother me. I'm
Yeah.
well aware.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
I get the comment, oh yeah, my mom, da 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 da. My mom has hair like that.
does my nose look white?
I am a mom.
I know.
It's all good. It's all good. We're just gonna love
It's
each
just
other
fun.
the way we are, you
It's
guys.
fun. It's fun to laugh about it.
It is super fun.
Bye, Moonrose.
Goodbye.
Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We had so much fun.
It doesn't seem like
Talking
2
about
weeks
Nit
since
City.
we've been here.
No. Well, I think because maybe that last week flew by.
Because it was all knitting last weekend too, right? So maybe it just feels like...
Yeah.
Hello, Yvonne, dear Yvonne in red. yeah, very knitty weeks, very great knitty time, which is awesome. I'm thrilled we're not
I'm choking on my own spit. Okay.
Don't do that.
I'm getting
do that
another
all the time.
hyaluronic acid injection Friday afternoon.
In your hip?
Yep. So I have to lay low for this weekend. So I'm casting
You
on
got to cast
new.
something on.
Yeah.
Plan.
My Rhinebeck sweater.
Totally.
Yeah.
What am I going to knit? I don't know.
I don't know.
I have a vest. I knit my Colorwork vest.
I wonder if I could knit that sweater with no sleeves and make it like a vest deal.
Yeah, it's drop shoulder. You could totally do that.
I might totally do that.
I also have my Hohi Elton. All it needs is sleeves, so I'm sleeves away from another one. But then I'm going to cast on something new.
Okay. Okay, next week we'll talk about
Next week
Fall
I'm going to have
knitting.
new cast-ons.
yeah.
Maybe you'll have a sweater started.
No, maybe for sure I'll have a sweater. Before my injection I have to
When was the
plan.
last time you knit a sweater?
My vest on my holiday.
Right. So that was great. I would love to knit my green vest for Rhinebeck. That's what I might do.
That's what you should do.
Because Rhinebeck's not very far.
No.
It's like 3 weeks till our cruise. Eastern Canada, here we come. And Eastern US.
You guys, I'm so excited. Okay, so we're going to talk about it, but we're going to be in the yarn store Saturday afternoon. Maybe whoever's in Quebec City wants to come say hello.
Yes, we will let people know
They're
where
being
we're gonna be.
amazing. What's the yarn?
Or Mai.
Yeah, we're going to be there Saturday. Anyway, we'll see you. We'll see you next time, next
Fun
week.
things coming up. You
Yeah.
guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it.
Bye.
Have a great week. We'll see you in a week. You're going to be sick of us.
Never.
Mwah.
4 months till Christmas. Star. Thank you, Star. Thank you, BJ.